Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Sekou Kene, as always. Today is another day, it's a big day. We say congratulations to Liberia. We have been following this whole election process. For the past 6 years, we've been here. We've been following everything about Liberia. We have been following all the happenings in the country. And we have been in the vanguard of criticizing the WIALA government, and we have been also there to commend them when they do the right thing. We have been following the electoral process, like we said yesterday. At the end of the day, somebody will win the election. We say it could be Joseph Nima Boakai or it could be President George Manneh. We have been re-elected. We said it's anybody game. And today we follow NEC. We come here, we have a conversation. So we want to encourage all of you to share the show. This is going to be very, very, very interesting conversation today. But yes, indeed, I will say congratulations to Liberia. And I want to thank all of you for continuing to be with SKTV, to support SKTV. And I want to encourage you to share the show. It's very, very important. Go ahead and share the show.
This is the time we come together to keep our country safe forever. So open up your hearts, let a true love come right in. 'Cause love is all we need to make us stand. Let's understand one another and learn to live together as brothers and sisters. Without togetherness, we won't have a peace of mind. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, land liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Jiba will now dedicate this song to the Liberian people. After a period of 133 years of one-party system, it is the time that the Liberian people will vote and choose their own leader. So let us all celebrate a peaceful election for unity and prosperity. Yeah! Ooh la la!
So, folks, we want to say thank you to all of you. If you haven't shared the show, please go ahead and do so. As promised, we said SKTV is going to be here. SKTV is here to stay. I want to say thank you to all of you for continuing to support and follow SKTV. Today is a big day. Today we have a lot to unpack. And it is only fair to say that Liberia is blessed. What do I mean? The level of division, the level of divisiveness in our country, the level of hate in our country, to have an election of this magnitude and to see the process going to a closure without any major problem, without any major chaos, I think we should be thankful to God the Almighty for the peaceful conduct of the electoral process. During the campaign, a lot happened. A whole lot happened during the campaign. There were a lot of fight. There were a lot of skirmishes between parties. But the level of hate and how divided the country is, we should be thankful that we did not get to the point where the entire country could be in chaos. And we want to say thank you to our followers. We want to say big thank you for those of you who continue to share the SKTV platform. We want to encourage you to share it. What is going on right now in Liberia is something that is very, 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 very unusual to have a show, to have an election wherein an incumbent is losing the election. That is very, very unusual, not only in Liberia, but in Africa as a whole. Customarily, African politician people always say that government in power cannot be removed. That no matter what you do, government in power will stay. That is the conventional wisdom when it comes to African politics. A lot going on. A whole lot going on behind the scene. A few days ago, I wrote something on my page. I said, we have the biggest news of 20. We say we have the biggest news of 2023. And let me see, when was it? When we say we have the biggest news of 2023, I received a phone call from my friends and other people following SKTV. Say, well, say, cool, whatever you know, whatever you think is happening, don't say anything. Wait for National Elections Commission. Brazilian, welcome.
Sekou, what's up, Sekou?
I'm feeling
Welcome
wonderful.
to the listening audience once again, another day. Wait for NEC.
Another beautiful day. NEC came out. We say we should wait for NEC. Now NEC came out and announced. So now that we're here, it's only fair that we give Liberian people what they need to know. I've received a lot of phone calls. I've heard a lot of people. But like I was saying a few days ago, I came on here when I said, oh no, this is big. I said, this is the biggest of all news in 2023.
Oh yeah, yesterday I saw it last night, right?
I think it was yesterday, the day before yesterday.
Yesterday,
Yes, it was yesterday. It was day before yesterday morning, actually. Early morning, because I got the information around 3 a.m. Labrador time. And I came here and said, wow, this is the biggest news of 2023. And I said, some people insulted me. Some people say a lot of different things about me. And I receive information. I receive numbers. And it was unbelievable. Before all those things went on Spoon, on here and there, a lot of different areas, we receive credible information. In fact, one, I can tell you, at the last minute, when it was about 10 minutes before the next announcement, I was called and I received a call from the executive mansion at the meeting they had for several hours. And I was giving the conclusion of that meeting. And then I went back, I said again on my page, I said, really? Wow. That was like 10 minutes or 20 minutes before NEC did her announcement. Some people who you think they are close to authority, who you think they are close to the government or to the president or to, I call some of them and ask them whether they have heard this information that I have. They told me they don't know about it. They told me up to the last minute what they know was that the CDC government will stay confident that they're going to win the election. And I told them that's not what I heard. I told them that we have been informed about the result of the meeting that was ongoing among President Weah and his people. And then we had a conversation. We went to listen to NEC. NEC reported pretty much 99%, a little bit over 99%, 99 point something percent, I think 99.58. 99.58% of the vote, leaving only 0.42%, leaving only 0.42% to be counted. And with it 0.42% to be counted, and wherein the result put Joseph Nima Boakai and the Unity Party in the commanding lead of 28,000 margin, that okay, it looks like some is SKTV people are live from JNB house. Maybe we can bring it to you guys briefly for you to see, or if not, we can just leave that for now and listen to you guys. I'll tell our guys not to actually go live so that our audience can be confused. But I think the last person who is live now at JMB House, that person didn't read the information from the group chat. They have almost 500 people watching SKTV from that end. And I don't know if you guys care to also bring it on, or you guys want to have a conversation here.
Yeah, Mr. Konneh, I will have a brief conversation because I'm in the middle of something.
Okay.
Right.
So based on the result that we heard, the guy was actually leading by about
28,400, I think.
8,000 votes. And that was 14,212, constituting 50.89% of the vote. We had 785,778, constituting 49.11%. The margin of 28,434 votes, which amount to 1.78%.
1.78%.
So if the percentage left is 0.08, even this 0.78% can cancel that. So assuming that you give
the over, no way out.
So you give the entire balance of remaining vote to George Weah, we can clearly state that Joseph Boakai have won the election.
Even if he triple the remaining vote left, if he make it 3 times, it will stay for
we
sure.
want to take this time from SKTV and from my personal perspective to say congratulations
to Unity Party,
to the Unity Party, to Joseph Boakai, to the Unity Party and their supporters for putting up a good fight. And whatever commentary, whatever discussion we're going to have, we must acknowledge that first. whether or not they will govern accordingly, whether or not they will get on the path of reconciliation with other people, whether or not they're going to be vindictive, whatever they want to do, Liberian people, we are here to watch and follow and see whatever going to be the outcome. But let's us acknowledge, number one, the Unity Party, J.S. Nyuma Boaka and their people, they put up a good fight. They have won the election. The Liberian people have spoken, and the will of the people should be respected by all of us. Like we said yesterday, that regardless of the outcome tomorrow, which was today, we will respect the outcome, and whoever becomes president, we say that person will be our president. We said that yesterday. So I want to give you guys the time to say something, and then we can take it from there. Chief, since you are in a hurry, go ahead and say whatever you want to say.
So first thing first, I want to say thanks to the Liberian people as always. Like we've always said, and we'll continue to say it, SKTV remains. SKTV is here to stay. We want to also use this opportunity to congratulate, now that the NEC has officially listed the final report, and for all indication, the Unity Party has won the elections. We want to say congratulations to the Unity Party and Jose Nyuma Boaka. As we said, we will respect the result. That's what we say on SKTV, and we are men enough to say we will respect the results, and we're here to say we agree with the result. As a matter of fact, we remind you that we agree with the result.
With the result.
Yes. And so congratulations to the Unity Party. Like Sekou said, we look forward to them governing the country. But also on the other end, we cannot ignore the fact that the CDC, this is unprecedented. The CDC could have decided to throw this another way, regardless of the results. But I want to say also kudos to them for listening to us, for listening to the Liberian people, and not doing it the other way around. Kudos to them also, but congratulations to the Unity Party. And I also want to say for the record also, and we'll talk about it a little more tomorrow and in subsequent days as everything come to fruition here, that the Unity Party broke a record that no political party has ever done, such as to be
Former ruling party
to come back
and win an election.
That has not happened before.
In history.
This has happened for the very first time in the history of Liberia. So congratulations to the Unity Party. Congratulations to the Liberian people. The Unity Party will be in charge of the affairs of the country starting of January. We pray and hope for a smooth transition in this process. We also encourage people to be very vigilant and careful. And we hope that the peace will be maintained as it has been maintained. On the contrary, listen, let me say this. I stand by everything I've said from day one, whether it's the Unity Party or the CDC, I stand by it. I regret nothing I said. I take back nothing I said. But at the same time, I'm man enough to congratulate the Unity Party and recognize that the Liberian people wanted them to lead them. So the Liberian people elected them. So congratulations to the Unity Party. Congratulations to Jose Nyuma Boaka. And we look forward to holding them accountable as well. We'll get into that part, but today is to congratulate the Unity Party. All of those who contributed to this effort from the Unity Party will say congratulations to you. Most important to the Liberian people, you got a new government that will be coming up in January. And we look forward to holding them accountable by what they've said. So, Mr. Konneh, that's it from my end. I will listen to Cyrus and maybe I will chime in before I leave again. Cyrus?
Yeah, I'm here. You know, we set certain rules and certain guidelines from the beginning of this election, and everything came to reality. Majority of them, we told the voters, no matter your sentiment, wait for NEC. because we have seen it in first round. We saw the mistakes that both parties claiming to win first round victory and everybody claiming victory at the same time. It never made any sense. And we told them, wait, there is no tear run an election. There will be an ultimate winner in round number 2. Wait for NEC. They are the one responsible, closer with that authority to announce or to pronounce a winner. Unfortunately, you got what we've all been saying today, that Unity Party and Joseph Nyeman Boaka were the winner. So all has to NEC first and foremost for conducting a transparent process, because the idea was once Unity Party cannot win an election, it means the country will cease to exist. But unfortunately, or fortunately for Unity Party, they became the winner. So first of all, hard off to NEC. Second of all, Joseph Nyeman Boaka and his team, especially with Amara coming in lately to kind of put things in control, even though the numbers have some discrepancy, but it was not sufficient enough to overturn the election. You see, there is nowhere on the planet that election is 100% free, fair, and transparent. But if the irregularity is not sufficient to overturn the outcome, then it's acceptable. That's just why it is. There was some discrepancy in the numbers, but at the end of the day, he was much closer to accuracy, except for people who want to come here with their feelings. You know, the guys on Unity Party, people that stay insulting people. I don't know why you want to insult people when you've been the one pronounced as the winner of this election. So all has to them. And we look forward to working with a new government. The Liberian people made their case. They picked the best from the two. For me, it was a race to the bottom, but unfortunately, some people believe there's something called the lesser of two evil. And the Liberian people say, you know what? In as much as Joseph Boaka is not perfect either, but I think he's much better than Joshua, than what we experienced over the past 6 years. So we are going with Joseph Nyeman Boaka, and that's why they say they went to the various polling stations and cast a ballot. And today, Unity Party again set history, because not even the true win party that ruled Liberia for 133 years were able to come back. So Unity Party didn't only win an election, they set a record that is unprecedented in the history of Liberia since the settlers landed. So kudos to them. And we look forward to a new government. Congratulations again, Unity Party and Ambassador Boaka. That's it.
So yes, to the two of you, I want to say thank you guys for always being who you have been when it comes to SKTV, and to our viewership, the listening audience, people that really support and have always been there for SKTV. We got to tell you this. I want to say thank you. But this is just the beginning when it comes to politics. Politics is a continuous process. Politics is a continued process. It's not something that finishes. It's chapter by chapter. The chapter of campaigning is closed. The chapter of governing is here. We criticize. We say everything. We call JNB all the name in the books. Now that Liberian people say that he don't want you want. Everything we said, we believe in it. We know those were truth, and I say truth. But Liberian people don't care about. Liberian people, majority, they didn't care about what we said. Liberian people didn't care about what the CDC said about Boakai. They didn't care about what the CPP said or any other political party or Gonglo or anybody. The majority said, know what? With all that, with everything that you guys are saying, with everything you guys know about this guy, we don't care about that. We believe this guy is better than the other guy. They decided to go with Joseph Nyeman Boakai. So if you are Joseph Nyeman Boakai or Joseph Nyeman Boakai supporter, you don't want to relive in the past. I'm just giving you a piece of advice. That gave problem to Unity Party, CDC, and George Weah. When they were finding it difficult to transition from being an opposition political party to a governing party, they burned a lot of bridges. They created a lot of problems for themselves that they couldn't come back. Even though they got rid of certain people, but they couldn't actually make up what was destroyed in their first 2 years. to 3 years. So I'm telling you, if you're a Unity Party person, if you're a supporter of Joseph Nima Boakai, do not live in the past. Move forward. Politics is not for your pa and not for your ma. It's not your family thing. This is about Liberia. This is about Liberia. And once the people have spoken, you should not live in the past. You should look forward. You should even be reaching out to people. You should not be the one attacking people or distorting people. You should be the one, as a Unity Party, to reach out to people. Don't be reminding people of what they say, what they do. You still have a country to govern. If you create more enemies from the start, it's going to make the country ungovernable for you. It's going to be difficult for you to govern in peace. It's going to be difficult for you to govern with focus. So if you love Joseph Nima Boakai, don't be vindictive. Don't attack people. God has done something for you. You should be proud of yourself. You should know that politics, everybody will only make the case for their, for their candidate. But for you to come and start attacking people, instructing, I'm not talking about SKTV, we don't care. Whatever you say about us, we care less. We'll always discuss the issue. We'll always present the fact. We'll hold Joseph Boakai and his government accountable. We will discuss as to what went wrong in this whole electoral process. What went wrong with the CPP, what went wrong with the CDC, and how well Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party did to get what they've gotten. So my advice to all of you, if you are Joseph Boakai or Joseph Boakai supporter, be conciliatory, be nice, be persuasive, reach out to people. You should be the one not to build bridges. That's what they call olive branch. You should be the one to extend olive branch so that we can have a united country. You're not going to be able to unite the country 100%, but at least win as many people as you can get on board so you can have a better country. But if you're going to be combative, if you're going to be somehow vindictive, or try to live in the past, try to behave as a Unity Party in the opposition, then you're going to have a tough 6 years. Brazilian, that's my advice to the Unity Party. We'll get
that's what, go ahead. You want to go ahead first?
Yeah. So just before I go, Mr. Konneh, just before I leave, let me say this to the Unity Party or those who support Joseph Nima Boakai. Sekou might say it the way he wants to say it. I don't care if you decide to attack other people, you decide to attack me or attack SKTV. It doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party will still be held accountable. So that one bias you get at the back of your mind. Like Sekou said, this is just the beginning. Winning election is not the end of the word. You have the biggest tax now. You have the biggest tax now. And like we said, we will agree with the results. We have agreed with the result. The positions we've taken, especially for me, I stand by it today, I stand by it tomorrow, and I will stand by it till I die, because you know what? These are the facts. So whether you win, you now win, it doesn't make a difference to me. What makes a difference is I will respect the will of the Liberian people. But the positions I've taken, whether it's about the Unity Party and the CDC, it still stands. It's not going to change. The only way it will change, unless the Unity Party government or Joseph Boakai government proves us wrong or does what is right for the Liberian people, then it will change. Until then, it will not change. So guess what? You're welcome to the conversation, please. Welcome to the conversation. Say what you want to say. Congratulations to you. You won. You won President George Weah. And again, I respect President George Weah for the fact that they will accept the result in the way of the Liberian people. I respect that. And I'm happy that they will accept that. But again, you have a bigger task in front of you, which is to lead this country, govern this country. And whatever you told the Liberian people you would do, that George Weah did not do, that's what we look forward to. But to say, oh, somebody will get vexed and this person will do the wrong, and when you say they wrong will happen. Do I look like I supposed to change what I say, or I supposed to lie about what I say, or I supposed to withdraw it when I know that it's true? No, that's not going to happen. So hey, Y'all please, y'all bring it on. One of that Costa or whoever you want to attack. Y'all please, y'all go and attack them. But we will stand for what is right, and we'll continue to speak about what is right in our country. And we look forward to the Unity Party, leading. That's just the fact of the matter, leading the country. And I say to the CDC-led government or the CDC party, take heed. This is elections. You will win, you will lose. This election, you had the opportunity to lead the people. Had you done what is right, the bare minimum, you'll probably not be in this position where you are today. You'll probably not be there. But hey, you didn't do what you're supposed to do. So hey, I will hope the Unity Party will learn from this. But hey, from the posture that we already seen from some of you, it seems like y'all will be worse than the CDC. But guess what? We'll be here again. And y'all will be all right here. Thank you so much. Monk, I gotta run. I'll be back with you guys here.
All right. I think it'll be better for to do an evening show, because for me, I'm not here to rain on anybody's parade. I mean, the euphoria is all over the country. I see people celebrating, some SKTV reporters trying to show the Unity Party headquarters in Joseph Boakai home. I just wanted to enjoy the day, and then we can do the political prognostication later in the day. I think Chairman Yato said he volunteered to come on tonight to throw some light and things that he experienced in Riverside County and how the people voted as well. And then we can do all the political calculation and what we expect from the incoming president. But for now, let Unity Party people just enjoy their day, man. I mean, they work for it, they put in the time. And the only problem was we told them Liberia comes first, the peace and security of the country comes second. And you cannot make the case that going into an election with a 50-50 chance that if you cannot win, then it means the entire process is bad. And what happened today was the opposite. So why if CDC have done the same, what would have been today? You cannot go into an election when two parties go into an election. It's a 50-50 chance of winning, no matter what, until one president can give themselves the upper hand. That's it. But you cannot totally rule out the other guy and say, you know what, I'm going to an election. If I cannot win it, then nothing works. No, that's not how it works. If CDC had done the same, there wouldn't have been a Joseph Boakai presidency today. That is why you want to have an open mind. You cannot be too emotional. You cannot be too one-sided. We told you, wait for neck. Why would you want to hurry? You waited for 6 years. How long does it take to wait for 72 hours? And today you got the result you wanted. That is why they call being open-minded. It's exactly what happened today. You waited, you worked towards the process, you got what you wanted, and you waited for the proper authority to tell you, say, my brother or my sister, you are officially the winner of this race. And this is what we are today. SKTV told you from day one, we will staying with what we believe in. This is not about emotion. This is not about politics. The country comes first, and respect the process and the will of the people. That was the last post I made today. When Amar says I getting insider information, I said, well, respect the will of the Liberian people. If Joseph Boakai wins this thing, give it to him. Don't overturn. Even though you are the incumbent, you got a higher probability of winning based on the statistic and looking at the numbers because it was too close to call. Whenever 95 to 98% of the time, when elections are too close, it favors the incumbent. It has been proven worldwide, not even in Africa, worldwide. Because elections, like we said, is always a referendum on the sitting president or the sitting government. So when the race is tight, it favors the incumbent. When you want to beat an incumbent, you want to beat them by a bigger margin to make it almost impossible to change the outcome. But unfortunately for Georgia, he kept it close and he just couldn't keep it close. Joseph Boakai came out on top. So Unity Party people, man, congratulations once again. Congratulations to Nick and the Liberian people, man. Enjoy your day. You work for it. Enjoy it. Take some time off, party. If you can drink your couple of bottle of BS, go enjoy yourself out there. Dance all you want to dance. That's just it. And the next thing we'll be looking forward to, which is very important and the most critical, and people don't take into consideration because it's all about emotion for them, is what we call the easy transition of power. That's the next thing we'll be looking forward to. So it's a process. We are just one step. The next step now is the easy transition of power. We want to see Georgia handing the mantra of authority over to Ambassador Boakai, and then we can go from there.
So before I'm still going to be here because I know some of you may have something to do. We can still do a show tonight, but yeah. I'm going to be here.
No, I'm here. I'm just saying. I think I said if they get a proposal.
Oh yeah, we will definitely do a show tonight. So, yeah. I want to ask you about the Amar Konneh factor because I've seen Amar Konneh on the social media, people holding him crying. The Amar Konneh factor. If you are UP, how will you grade Amar Konneh, and where will you place Amar Konneh vis-a-vis when it comes to the politics within the Unity Party?
Amar Konneh made a strategic move. You see, when you tabulating numbers, you can have all the sophisticated software, but the computer is not as smart as the human, because the human being should first put information into the computer before the computer can give you an output. So even in America, on all the top networks, sometimes they can make the tabulation. Like I said, like the lady from NEC, or the Elections Commission, she said
Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? I think Mong is muted.
oh yeah, hello.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was muted.
you got muted. So,
Yeah.
folks, you share the show. Let me say this. Our guys, some of our reporters were stay live. They were at the JNB residence. So, and that kind of like took away majority of our audience. But now they are coming back here. We came on when they were already on there, and we appreciate our reporters for doing what they did, by making sure to follow everything that's going on, to bring it to all of you. As always, I want to say thank you. Brazilian Monko, go ahead and complete what you were saying, and then we'll go to Saros from Liberia.
I was saying, from a professional standpoint, Amar Konneh brought structure and brought professionalism. He gave Unity Party supporters the idea that, you know what, this time around, what happened in round number one won't happen in terms of the data. He structured the data. He made the case. He was able to bring in a system that could tabulate the vote on the county level. He could track their tally sheet. That was very good of Amar Konneh. But if you want to get people props, I would say the people who were the poll watchers, they're the one that did extremely well. Because Amara was only sitting in a war room and receiving information from people that were on the field. So if Unity Party would give first preference to anyone, it should be the people that were on the field first, and then Amar Konneh, if you want to do it in a systematic effort. Now. Because if I'm in the data room receiving tally sheet and getting the numbers and crunching it into a system, the people that on the field were the one that actually put in the work, and Amara just brought that extra layer of protection, that extra layer of professionalism, that kind of a structure that CDC never had, and make sure that this process was going smoothly for the Unity Party, and he came very close to accuracy. I would give him like 98 or 97 out of 100, despite the fact that he got it a couple of occasions, just one or two discrepancies here and there, but that's part of the process. When you enter in large data into a database, there are possibilities you could end up missing one or two, but it doesn't mean
I was not even talking about the data he presented, the discrepancy therein. I'm talking about the level of professionalism and confidence that he brought.
Yeah.
And now Amar Konneh is now the hero of the Unity Party.
Oh yeah.
For all indication. Saras, you're in Liberia there. What's going on? How is it going? And I know you guys living in the process. So what is the mood like? Because I'm seeing a lot of jubilance and excitement, enthusiasm, from the Unity Party people dancing, and I think they deserve it. What do you think?
Yes, yes, Mr. Konneh, thank you very much. And well, let me say good evening to all of, sorry for the poor quality of my voice, all of SKTV followers, all of our fans, supporters. Let me say good evening, and I stand with my chief Steve Golden to say I've been with me at the most beautiful moment. There's no argument. And to you, my chief, my big brother, President Monk, I want to say good evening. And yeah, Liberia is here, Mr. Konneh. The country is here. The country is upside down. People are celebrating and jubilating. And let me join with the other folks to say congratulations to the Unity Party. We did not agree. We not always agreed, but yes, they put up a very good fight. And the people are celebrating out here. And let me say thank you to the Liberia National Police as well. They did extremely well today. In fact, the efforts of the joint security There was so much panic in the city. And let me say thank you to the National Election Commission for conducting themselves in an orderly manner. And the overall goal here, Mr. Konneh, is Liberia win. Yes, the city is upside down. Liberians are celebrating the UP's supporters of the former Vice President Joseph Boakai, who is or will now be the president-elect, because we all know that there is no number left that will even make the president, the incumbent president to win this election based upon the results from next today. There is 21 more polling places and one in district number 9, Nima County. Tomorrow there will be a rerun there, and 20 more polling places within Grand Crew. Mr. Konneh, I don't think that can even help with the figure that we are seeing.
It's 24 and 1. 24 in Grand Crew and 1 in Nima.
Okay, yeah, 24. There's so 25 more. Sorry, 25 more.
Right.
So yes.
To all our people, something happened this morning. It is a good news for SKTV. You know, we were being restricted. Our stars were not coming anymore. Our in-stream advertisement were not coming anymore. But thanks to all of you, all of our fans and supporters. So last night, I submitted a review again to Facebook, because whatever happened, we were making, some good change here and there. But because of whatever happened, somebody went and violated the community standard. So they suspended our platform from earning money. Now we have the stars now available to SKTV. We want to encourage all of you, whether it's on Friday. Today is Friday. People say they will come to us to be, helping SKTV on Friday. But whether it's Friday now, different day, or Monday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Saturday, 24/7, you can send star to SKTV. It's not much, but you know what? Drip can follow bucket.
Segu,
Yeah.
just for the sake of the audience, I dropped something in your inbox. It's very touching and emotional.
Okay.
You're crying Amar Konneh.
Yeah.
And I see him being surrounded by people. I want you to show it for the audience.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Amar Konneh was crying. I saw him.
Yeah.
He was crying.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw it. Amar Konneh was crying. And okay, is it a video?
Yeah,
What I was looking at was not a video. That was yeah. Amar Konneh is very, very emotional right now. He should be emotional.
Yep.
Amar Konneh brought something different.
Save the day.
Again, let me tell people. You see somebody come here and say shame on SKTV. No, it's no shame on us. Congratulations to all of us, including SKTV. Labro is a winner here. We you can see him on other come here. Yeah. We should go right on your page. Yeah. In fact, we're gonna unblock all of you people that we block.
Yeah, for the sake of
the campaign. for the sake, not only for the sake of transparency, but for the sake of the fact that we have to heal, we have to reconcile, we have to bring everybody back together and help and open our arms and help the people of Liberia and help Joseph Nima Boakai to run the country the right way. People should not start holding Joseph Boakai as enemy or trying to pray for him to fail. All the bad things that we said about Joseph Nima Boakai is behind us, because you know what? He's now the president of Liberia. So everybody, whether you Joseph Nima Boakai supporter, you not Joseph Boakai supporter, don't pray for him to fail. If he failed, Liberia failed. We said the same thing when Jowia got elected. Joseph Nima Boakai people, and some of them, I've said some of them are very, very, very stupid. But those ones, they will always be there. They don't represent Joseph Boakai. They're not going to represent the government. They're not going to represent how the government going to be ran. So those people, don't give them credence. They don't matter. They're nothing. They're nobody. They're just vindictive. They're angry people. I mean, they're angry people because they don't know politics. They feel like they take politics so personal. Hey, Joseph Boakai already won the election. When I was informed today, it was 10 minutes or 20 minutes, 15 minutes around that time, when they say, oh, you know what, the announcement is going to move to 5 p.m. Somebody said, no, the announcement is going to move to 3 p.m. Somebody said the announcement is going to move to, while that argument was going on, somebody called me from the executive mansion saying that Sekou, the president, has agreed. Listen to me, oh. Somebody told me, call me and say, Sekou, the president has agreed to concede, that the president has agreed for next people to go and announce the result as is. When I went on my page, I said, really? I said, wow, on my page. That was before NEC announcement. I don't know if you saw that. Golden Heart, are you there? You look like Golden Heart just joined us. Yeah, so I will remove you until you can get shit to hear, then we will bring him. So, like I was saying, you're coming here, SKTV, shame on you, shame on you for being stupid. Because no shame on us. We want to see a better Liberia. And that decision is with the Liberian people. And if the Liberian people decide, if the Liberian people decide today that Joseph Boakai, they want to be their president, then definitely Joseph Boakai will be president for all of us. And none of us should fight for him to fail. We should all pray, work hard for him to do better, for Liberia to win. So if you think coming here to insult or say something crazy about us, definitely you're getting it wrong. You're not going to get us. Because you know what? We have a platform. We are here. Joseph Boakai won the election, we're here. Joey was going to win the election, we're here. Regardless of what happened, we are still here. As a matter of fact, just forget about SKTV. Any other platform that you think that are not supporter of Joseph Boakai or that didn't actually support Joseph Boakai, any platform that you think, any platform that you think that Joseph Boakai were not, their man, that's fine. But Joseph Boakai won the election now. You get into a competition to win. If you win, all you do, you try to reconcile with people that were not supporting you to get them on board to help you govern. One of the stupid one that don't know anything about politics, that will come here try to create more enemy. She did that. See the result. See the level of hate in the country. So, hold on one second. This guy continued to call me. President, you guys can say something. Let me mute myself and talk to this.
Yeah, I'm here. And I think Sekou is right. This thing is not, is the way how you see it, that's not how it goes. This is politics. This is when you want to reunite, you want to reunite the country because you got that deep-seated divide happening in the country right now from people on the others, from people on both sides of the end. So if you are going to be hateful, even though you won, then I don't know which planet you live on. Because whether you support a Joseph Boakai, you support a Georgia, the winner of this race is going to be the commander-in-chief for the entire country. So at a certain point in time, you are no longer a political party, you are a governing ruling party, and you are responsible for every single person. Even the one that voted against you, you stay their president. So people need to take a chill pill, enjoy your day. Like I said earlier, go out there, have fun. You can dance, go to an entertainment center, go and talk politics. But I will be looking at the easy transition of power and some of the steps that will be taken in the new administration, because it's the same thing you saw that happened in 2017 when some of us criticized George Weah and be like, you know what, this guy is not ready for this job. The same people that here today wanted George Weah, are you were the same one that were in your feelings and your emotion. You see, you cannot base making decision on your emotion. At a certain point, I'm going to put emotion aside. And 6 years later, see where we are today. And now you guys what they want. You remember the lady that called from yesterday that was crying that she just wanted him out? I said, yeah, you can feel the anger and the resentment in the voters. And that's exactly what you guys did. So enjoy your day. Liberia wins first. Joseph Parker wins second. He's going to inherit all the structural problems that Georgia will be leaving. So there's still a lot of work to be done. But you can enjoy your day for now. This is your day. You put in this work. You went over there and you chose Joseph Boakai over George Weah. So whether people insulted you in the past, whether someone was wrong with your analysis, the fact of the matter is you came out on top. That's what life is all about. It's about probability. Why is the probability of one thing happening over another? And at the end of the day, you are the one that came out on top. So Unity Party people, man, enjoy your day. Do anything you want to do. Just abstain from this whole thing of attacking people and criticizing people, or, oh, you had this view. No, we passed that level. We are not in campaigning mode. We are not in voting mode now. We are in celebratory mode. Enjoy your day. That's it.
Yeah, thank you, Monk. Cyrus, before you come in, let's welcome Golden Heart. Golden Heart, welcome.
And so, CEO, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much for affording us again another opportunity to sit on this platform. It is, embedded upon all of us to maintain the peace that we do want in order for us to protect this country. You are aware that Liberia has experienced over 14 years of civil and political unrest. And as such, we want to keep maintaining such a peace. Kudos to the Unity Party-led government during the 2005 up to 2011, 2017, that helped to maintain the peace through the ambience of the United Nations. And of course, here we are again, power changing hands. So we don't owe, an apology for what we stand for. For us, we believe that democracy is a lot of numbers. And so it is based on that quest. We want to say, for our part, individually, I want to say congratulations to Ambassador Joseph Boakai. By value of fact, we have 0.42% of the votes that are yet to be accounted for. And in relation to what Madam Derrida Brown lamented, she made us very, very clear that the votes currently are situated within Nimba and Grand Cru. And so from the Grand Cru end, there are over almost 24 polling places that are not yet accounted for, though they have the numbers. And of course, Nimba County, District number 9, there should be a kind of run of them, a rerun. And so in that vineyard, we want to say she has spilled the milk already. So it tells you, even if all of the votes are accumulated on the side of the CDC, it means that President George Weah still doesn't stand a better chance. And so, but again, I want to say thank you to President George Weah, because he's been a peaceful man. This is one of a kind. We were discussing it as professional media colleagues, that it is something we are yet to see in Africa, especially sub-Saharan Africa, that someone who's vying for the position of president or rerunning for president will willingly and slightly allow an opposition candidate by a very slim margin to lead him and to win him in such a process. I don't want to be judgmental, but this couldn't happen during the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration. And so I want to say thank you to you again, CEO Cyrus. You did screaming the brilliant word there. And to you, big brother Monk. I want to say thank you for all of your brilliant analysis. I've been following through. I've been working behind the scene in recent time. But as of tonight, going forward, I'm going to make my presence felt. So as we listen to the brilliant analysis from our coach there, the CEO, Sekou Kane. So CEO, I want to say thank you. The platform is now over to you.
Thanks for that intro as well. Golden Heart.
Yeah, so thank you, Golden Heart. And I want to say this in this public manner. To you, to Saros, to Gibson, to everybody, that this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the rise of SKTV. Please mute yourself if you're not speaking because I'm hearing a lot of background noise. You know, I'm so proud of you guys, the young guys. I'm getting some feedback, some good feedback from people telling me, Sekou, these young people that you guys have recruited to work for SKTV, you should retain them. You should do everything possible. Grow them. Let it be somebody. Let it be some people that we can rely on tomorrow. And SKTV, the fact that we say we are here to stay, believe me, we are proud of all of you young people. Continue to do what you're doing. We appreciate it. And we got more to do. Some of you are very, 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 very much talented. We'll make sure we use your talent. We make you to put your talent to work. Your talent, you use your talent for you to be resourceful. Not only for SKTV, for Liberia. You guys are the best, to be honest. And other people running for BB Fish, I don't go for those. I'm always there looking for substance. You see, Brazilian Monk here, Brazilian Monk don't go to any kind of show. He is one of the reputable person in our Liberian community. Resourceful and very, very respected. And respects everybody. You young people are the best. You go above and beyond to make SKTV what it is. And we are very much grateful. You don't know how much Liberian people appreciate the work you guys do. I wanted to say this in public. I could have said it, in our chat room. But I believe thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people are going to watch these videos. And they're here for life. I want to be on record to tell you guys thank you. That this is just the beginning. I just told you. Our style, our in-stream advertisements and everything, they were not working for years, almost 3 years now, because some of the content that were put in there. Golden Heart and myself had a conversation about it. And I told him, I've been doing review upon review upon review. He said, Chief, do it again. Continue doing it. And last night I did it again. Boom. This morning I was not on. You guys were on, and I saw message from Facebook telling people if you want to support this platform.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I thought you guys put it there. I thought it was Golden Heart that actually wrote that. But then when I found out, okay, Facebook now have unlocked our star earning, in-stream earning. I mean, we have a lot of followers. We have a lot of viewership. We should be making money. But the fact that these things were not working, and now they have started to work, people now, the money not going to Kanjala now. You should be sending a star. See the star over there? When you come, you're going to see it. The star is right there by the cash app. If you don't get cash app, just send a star. That's small money. But they say drip can follow a bucket. And we started this thing here not for money business. But the fact that we want to retain it, the fact that we want to grow it, the fact that we want to make sure we expand our reach and make our people effective and efficient, we will need your support. We told you yesterday even day before, that the election was too close to call. Less than less than 1 percentage point, left. But Georgia won this election in by less than 2%. You see how the communist 1.something%, we're talking about it, 1.something% was important? Because you don't know where the tie going to break. And now that Joseph Boakai won this election by less than 2%, does that mean Joseph Boakai is now president? No, he will be the president. He will be the president of Liberia. So to SKTV followers, support us and well wish us, please. Prince Masakwe, my last warning to you. If you stay in a combative move, you stay campaigning, you saying my hate for Joseph Boakai destroy my platform. What are you doing here if the platform is destroyed? It's like you can't live without SKTV, but you're so vindictive, you're so much, entrenched in tribalism to the extent where you can't just live without speaking hate. Nobody hates Joseph Boakai. Campaign is over. If you continue to be that person, we're going to permanently block you from SKTV. We don't want to be bothered with stupid people. I'll just say here that everybody that is blocked throughout the campaign, we're going to unblock everybody. But if you want to be here, want to be part of SKTV platform, be a human being. Some of you are some of the stupid people we've been talking about behind Joseph Boakai.
Yeah, it's so sad.
In the United Party continue to have people like you guys, then you are creating people from the guy against the guy from the door. They may not even take power yet, but you have an enemy for him, so that people should be praying for him to fail, just to prove a point. I'm so disappointed. You can sound like you're educated, but you behave so differently. And the election is over. Now it's time for you to even mend fences for people. People then that you never agree with them. So win them over to come and support Joseph Boakai to govern in the interest of Liberia so Liberia can win. Come on, man. Shame on you. SKTV, if you call this destroy or going down, then I want to keep going down. We have 432,000 followers. Every day we average 10, 15,000 views. We are the only platform in the Liberian society that will have a video that will carry over 100 million views. If that is going down, then I want to keep going down. Some of you are so tribalistic.
Yep.
You are so vindictive.
I know, right?
You don't want to see anything good for other people. You call that one going down or destroyed? Then why are you here? Why don't you go to platforms that are built that are not destroyed? Shame on you. In fact, today we should be celebrating. Two things happened today. Joseph Boakai win the election. You should be celebrating. Most of our content, our style, and other in-stream monetization has been restored by Facebook today. Can you imagine? You happy? I'm happy. Everybody happy. Liberia is happy. So what's the big deal? We say congratulations to Joseph Boakai. You still want to come here to fight us? Shame on you. That won't prove your limitation.
It's so sad, that even on their parade, they want to rain on their own parade.
Yeah, even when you're supposed to be celebrating, you want to come fight. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we are here, and we are here to stay. And I can tell you, SKTV, like us or not, SKTV remain one of the most credible and respected platform in the Liberian society. Even those that don't like us, they trust us, they believe us. 3 days ago, three days ago, when I got the information, when I got the number wanted to talk about it. We were called and told other people to us, please don't do this. My friends are here. I did not disclose to nobody. I didn't tell you guys that we already got the result. I only came and said, wow, this is the biggest news of 2023. I put it on my personal page. I didn't put it on SKTV. And today, when I was called, I was 10 minutes before the announcement that, oh, President Weah has agreed to concede. I said, what do you mean? That the lady should go ahead and announce the result as they have it. I said, oh, really? I went up, put on my, I said, really? Wow. I put it on my page. That was before next started, because I already had the information. To tell you, Joseph Boakai government will still be having similar information. That information I got it from the executive mansion. From the start, from the get-go, we told you guys we have people everywhere. We have a background in security. We are not boastful. We have a background in security. We know people. In fact, when I call some of my friends in Liberia who are supporters of George Weah, and I told them, I just heard something. I said, what's going on? I said, I just heard that the president agreed to concede. And the person told me, what? I haven't heard that. The last time I heard, the president and CDC, they were still confident that they will still win the election. I said, well, that's what I just heard. Then somebody, I'm not going to call their name here, I overheard a name in the voice of some of my friends too, male and female, all of them were together. They said, who is that? They said, Sekou. What is he? What is he saying? They said, Sekou is saying that he heard that the president is going to concede. The president has agreed to concede that the people, they were going to announce the Joseph Boakai winner. That was before NEC announcement. But we are not the National Election Commission. We can tell you we are well placed, we are well connected when it comes to information. When it comes to Liberia, we are very, very, very much connected. So SKTV, we are here, and we are here for good. And God has blessed us with so much talent and committed people to continue to make SKTV great. Let me tell you, 3 days ago, I was coming from dropping my son. Somebody, one of the most resourceful person in Liberia, a millionaire, who was supporting commies, and the person went to Liberia this time around to go back and forth because he wanted to send a message that whether commies is in, the commies is not in, the person bought their ticket and went to Liberia to vote. That person called me, and I told the person. The person said, what happened? I said something. You know, like you know something we don't know. I said, yes. I gave the person the same exact number. I told the person that the information I just got, Joseph Boakai was leading by around 15 to 16,000. I said, if NEC comes out tomorrow and announce, it's going to be around 15,000 margin. And I told the person that based on the number that I know, at the end of the day, Joseph Boakai could win this election anywhere between 51.5% or to 51.9%. That's what I told the person. I said, but anywhere, but it's going to be the margin going to be very low. A lot of people that work in the United Party, they don't talk to me. A lot of people in the CDC government, they don't talk to me, but I have people that are credible, that are on top of their game, they are on top of information. They are security-minded people. They're not just anybody. Some of them, they're not even supporting anybody. To be honest with you, there are people in Liberia, trust me, they are well-trained security. They don't support any political party. They don't affiliate with political party openly. So nobody even know where they are, who they support. But they're always there for Liberia. They all want to see the best for Liberia. Some of them, we didn't know them before. Some of them, we knew them before when we were in Liberia. And the ones that actually we didn't know before, they gravitated towards us because of this, the fact that they're seeing the love that we have for our country. They're saying that we conduct ourselves, we run our platform based on fairness and integrity. That's why they respect us, even though some of them don't like us, but they feel like SKTV, we are doing our best for Liberia. So what I can tell you, or anybody, what I can tell anybody at this point, if you win the election, the best you can do is to, I'm on the show, man. I'll call you back. By the way, congratulations. Yeah, you did, but I'll call you. I'm on the show. I'll call you. Congrats. You see, one of my old men calling me. He said, I told you. Yeah. So, you know, all of us, we should be working towards uniting the country. If you love Joseph Boakai, don't kick people away. Don't bully people. Don't attack people. You already won the election. Why else you won? All you do now is to embrace people, bring people closer, not SKTV, but people that didn't support you, people for other political party, bring them over, help them, and make them to help you to govern in peace. So, gentlemen, I have one question for you guys. What do you think went wrong for the CDC? Anybody can go first.
Everything went wrong for CDCs. And that's what the result says. If George Weah can be in power, controls all levels of government with unlimited resources and still get defeated, it tells you a lot. For me, I believe that these elections were still rigged. But the one thing I learned from the result is that the Liberian people overwhelmingly voted against George Weah, even though they attempted to cheat. Cheating still couldn't help them. It means, I told you from day one on this platform, I said, Sekou, there is no humanly possible way this election can be tight. If the race is only between Joseph Boakai and George Weah, it will have to break one way. Apparently, the Liberian people decided that, you know what? The first order of operation to get this country going is to get George Weah out. That nothing else. Even if the people that are coming in won't be any better, but at least for now, we just want George Weah out. And that's one thing I learned from this election. Because if George Weah couldn't get the numbers on his watch to push him over the finish line, then it means the Liberian people just overwhelmingly wanted George Weah out. And going back, if you want to go back to the issues that have major impact, you see this whole extrajudicial killing and this whole thing about drugs. Because if you want to make the case about the economic stability of the country, I don't think on the Unity Party either everybody was doing better. It was not all rosy, it was a little bit better. And people were getting by, even though things are tough, but people were still getting by. But this whole issue about drugs and ritualistic killing, extrajudicial killing, the people just couldn't stand it. And they just wanted this guy out. They were very, you see, one thing that played into George Weah's head, I believe, was he thinks he's untouchable. That he come with a celebrity status that people just like him naturally. So he thought he could come to power and just abuse the Liberian people and get away with it because he's George Weah. That's the kind of a mentality he came to the presidency with. Sekou, can you imagine that George Weah started bringing down his homes or his houses even before we could pass the first national budget? As a new government coming into power, you even secure your first national budget because the budget is the biggest instrument in the government. Everybody depends on the budget. And this guy started bringing down his home. When people are dying, he dancing buka, almost like a mockery. He used his church to go and insult people. So he came with the same mindset of an entitlement too. So Liberian people are like, our people don't talk a lot. Liberia, we don't have a culture where, in the African American culture, when somebody offends you, you can look at them and openly confront them. We don't do that in Liberia. We use situation to tell you how we feel like. So if somebody, that's why you saw a lot of people got killed during the war, they say, oh, why would they kill an immigration officer or fire service man? I said, no, because people have personal issue with folks that they couldn't confront. So they use the wars as a pretext to get at those people. It was the same thing that George Weah did. And that's what the people did to him. They say, you know what? We will wait on election day and we will tell the guy that, you know what, you can't just abuse her and get away with it. That's how they voted overwhelmingly. And the second thing I learned from this election is whether it was the Clarence Moluba, whether it was the Tewan Gonglo, and whether the commonsense of the war, people just believe that they were so hell bent on removing George Weah that, you know what, they say, you know what, we won't even support this other candidate for now because we see them as a kind of a distraction. We just want to get George Weah out, and the easier person that could maybe get this job done would be a Joseph Boakai. So whether you support the CPP, whether you support the Tewan Gonglo, whether you are into the idea of a Clarence Moluba or young men coming onto the scene, for now, we got to put this aside and just get rid of this virus. That's just what I see from this election result. Because if you can be in power and you can be in authority with unlimited resources and still get defeated, then it means the Liberian people overwhelmingly voted against George Weah, that it was impossible to overturn. That's just what happened. Hello? I think you muted a second.
Yeah, so Golden Heart, are you still there? Saros, we are having some issue with his connection. Hopefully he's back. So Saros, in Liberia, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
So if you are in Joseph, let's say President Weah's camp right now, not only sedition, but sedition very close to the president, what would be your advice right now? What the mood should be like, in your opinion?
Yes. Mr. Konneh, if I are with the president or in the positions of the president, I would feel bad. Anybody else, we will feel down. We all feel his pain right now, losing, being the president, and now leaving the presidency. I will. You cannot. You mute.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead.
I will talk to you. I will try to console the president. This is one of the toughest moments of his life.
Yeah.
I will try to console the president, and you know, and it is because of Liberia. I guess he has accepted this result.
So
He is
I think we are having
a
a serious problem with
Liberian,
your internet.
a
Yeah,
former
you getting some.
president,
Yeah,
and
we're getting some. So
You getting some glitch. Yeah, it's coming
Charles,
through.
go
the
and
president
come back. Go and come back.
still have his
Let bring Golden Heart. Golden Heart, I was asking several similar questions. Let me ask you if you. So let's say you are in, and we are surrounding right now. You are part of the people around the president, and you are a sedition. What will you be telling the president right now? What would be the mood, the feelings right now around the president? What will you be telling the president?
Well, CEO, the thing is, this president should be proud of himself for the fact that he was able to maintain our fragile peace, after it left the hands of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Should be proud of himself. That's one. Number two, right? He should also be a proud man for refusing to rig these elections. Like I said previously in my introductory comment, I said if these elections were the same as what we experienced in 2005 and 2011, the United Party would never lose it, especially in this close tie. They will not lose it. But George Weah, decided that this will be against the will of the people. And of course, if it means that I will lose it and be a peaceful man, live my life peacefully as a former president, perhaps maybe I have something in the future I want to recontest, that is it. But if not, I will live as a peaceful man. So I want to say kudos to the president of Liberia for accepting, not to rig these elections, because it is, like you said, CEO, a very close tie. And anybody who have broken that X, either on any of the sides, and of course, contesting it in court was going to be something that easy right for the CDC if they decided to have gone on that route. But they did not. President Weah refused not to do it. Because if that was to be done, I tell you for free, they were going to win these elections. And so refusing not to rig these elections, kudos to Mr. President. Now, to the issue relative to what I think this means for him. I know that he is an emotional person. He's not strong-hearted. This is a man who can even cry on the football field. He's on record for that. One time, I do remember when we were boys, we were little boys, we got a story. I didn't witness that game, but somebody, a part of this, the SKD portion there where people were chanting when Lone Star lost the game, it said all sort of derogatory statements to his mother.
Yeah,
And Josh cried. He literally cried.
Yeah.
And so imagine
2001.
somebody insulting your mother and you crying. What will happen to you if over 50% of the country goes out to protest, and a die-hard protest, consistent protest, they leave power? It means that he cannot stand that. He doesn't have the strength, the means to stand that. He does not have that willpower. But if that was to be the early Justice Secretary Joe Biden administration, 2005, 2011, the one that Amar Konneh, spearheaded. We all knew that Joshua won those elections, but of course, these are histories. Like this one now, it is history. So President Weah is an emotional person. I know where he is right now. He's feeling bad. You continue to feel bad. Maybe this normal statistician, feel him. And from my reliable source, I've been informed that the Unity Party, the numbers they were projecting, were not actually coming from that war room. These numbers were coming from inside sources at the helm of the National Elections Commission.
But we said our
And these numbers,
we said on SKTV time with our number that the party has insiders, and they are
so
the one giving information to the party. And we said it, and people think we're talking.
And so the trick here is when they gave these guys the numbers, they were at 18 votes over L, maybe 22, 23 votes. Then it appears there like a slight difference. But the entire day is in pari passu. Every time you turn it like this, the party will always have this. And when NEC gave that result, it falls in the same line. It's not about brilliance. It's about working in a correlation. And that's what the United Party did. They smartly played out the CDC, maybe because these guys were not they were not living out of the expectation of the guys who were actually making up these numbers for them. And so, President Weah, want to say, welcome to opposition. Welcome again to opposition. You came and you came. You are not in opposition. You are meeting Alexander Cummings in up.
Hold on. Hold on. We are sorry.
So you got you have to pay. Welcome to opposition live. Welcome to opposition live, Mr. President. We know you have to pay some jail fees, and these fees should be paid to those who will be leading the charge in the opposition. The United Party now is government delight, and you in the next 3 months from now, the CDC will be in the opposition, and the CDC is noted for champion cause in the opposition. And so I'm just afraid for those in the opposition who will sit down there and the CDC take charge of it. If they do that, it means that your candidate coming to power in 2029 will be a very slim chance. And so, Mr. President, kudos for Joe Biden for accepting the results. We know that you are right now feeling somehow emotional, but of course you have to accept these results because that's the word of the Liberian people. And what happens again, CEO? It means that 50% of the country is against George Weah, and 50% of the country is against Joseph Boakai. So it puts Liberia in a divided position. So it left now with the former vice president, now president-elect, to willingly unite this country. And if he fails to do that, it means in the 2 years from now, Liberia will be a heated political battleground again. And if he doesn't have the willpower to stand the emotional torture and the tension that which the CDC and other political institutions who will be in opposition will give to him, it actually means that we'll see United Party walking out of the corridor again 2029. So kudos to Mr. President, CEO. Over to you.
Sekou, if I got any special message to the president, I would like to give him two advices.
Go ahead.
The first advice, Mr. Weir, politics is not soccer. There is a difference between political popularity and celebrity status. You came from the soccer field, you came from nowhere, you came from the slum. People related to you. People saw themselves in you because the vast majority of Liberians, in terms of income or living standard, they are not some of the richest people in the world. When Madame Sali 12 years was over, they thought it was an opportunity for somebody from the slum to come and represent them, to give them hope and aspiration, and you abuse that. Next time, you should understand in politics that the thing they call popularity is a diminishing community. It swings like a pendulum. It goes forward, it goes left, and it comes right. It's not permanent. So moving forward, for the same people who are here today, and I will tell the Liberian people, whenever there is an election is not about emotion. I told people there is no way on this planet I can support a Georgia for presidency. In as much as I love Georgia to death, he comes to Minnesota, he hang out with people, he got a charisma. I know there is a difference between soccer and running a country. We all knew how the thing was going to end, but the same people who you see commenting today, they were all in their feelings and their emotion. Liberia is not a science laboratory to be running random experiments when it comes to leadership. Look for the best and the brightest. There are Liberians that could help transform that country, but unfortunately, you want to be voting with your feelings and your emotion. And then when you make blunder, when you made a mistake, you want for the rest of the people to feel the pain of your mistake, and then you want to change it. No, we don't always have to make this mistake. I appreciate President Weah for the time he spends in office, but unfortunately, even if we're to do it again tomorrow, if you give me the option of a George Weah or Joseph Boaka or Cummins, I will not pick the two that will end up going to round number 2 still. I would do it 1,000 times, because for me, in my way, I'm looking at somebody who is better suited to transform the country. It's not about feelings or emotion or your political party coming back to power or you love George Weah. No, we can't keep making this mistake. We are 176 years of existence. We don't have time to be running random experiment. So, Mr. Weah, thanks for the 6 years, and God bless. I wish you better life in your next endeavor. I don't know what you choose to do later, because after soccer and after politics, I don't think you'll come back to politics, but you got a long life ahead of you. You're just in your middle ages, in your mid-50s, so you still got a lot of years to do something positive moving forward. But it's a lesson learned.
So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
someone's got problem with the internet. Love me Sidiki on as well. Sidiki, if
Mr. Ghana, I'm here. I think my internet is stable now.
let me tell you, unless you're doing something very important, when you come on the platform, turning off camera off and on, I don't like that. When you're not ready to come on the show, don't force it. If you come on the show, let's have a conversation. The reason why Brazilian Monk is allowed to do this, because I know exactly what he's doing. Okay, his work is not allowing him to turn on the camera. But those of all that we give our time to say, you know what, I want to be on the show for this particular time, let's give that time to the show. That's the only problem.
So
people. So and
I'm
yeah.
Mr. Ghana, I think I'm back.
Yeah, go ahead. I think Sidiki is
Yeah,
here.
so yeah, I think Sidiki is here. So, Mr. Ghana, if I were very close to the president and I want advice for the president, I would tell the president that, Mr. President, accept the result. Liberia is Liberia. We are all Liberian, and I would tell him that all of the places that he made mistakes, he should rectify the mistakes, and he should move on a new path. If he thinks he want to come back in 2029, there are new things he need to do. There are new strategies to convince the Liberian people that I am a new George Weah. I am a new person. Repent and you come back in 2029. I think in life, everybody deserves a second chance. So if he coming back in 2029, it will be better for him. But those mistakes that he made along the way, I don't think these mistakes should be made. I would tell him, as a president, your opposition, your new opposition life should not be the previous 12 years opposition life that your supporters have to always take cast with different things, like even on the first day of the campaign. All of these things should stop disgruntled behavior, the kind of people you put around him. You should learn to work with a lot of smart people and not working with feelings, and to make a whole new person if he want to come back in 2029. And so that would be my advice to the president if I were close to him.
Shiriki, welcome to SKTV, my brother. And what is the mood like today in Liberia? I mean, what do you think is going on right now?
Yeah, good evening from here, brother Sekou. How you doing, Saras? Cooling out, what's up, brother? Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to be here, brother Sekou. The mood here is that Unity Partisan, they are celebrating, they are happy. But let me say Liberians are celebrating because they are in the majority, according to NEC. And so, the Liberian people have decided, for some of us particularly, or personally, we never had any side in this runoff. And so we believe that the first round of the election was fraudulent. And the fact that CDC will even struggle like this is a clear indication that it's 2 hour vote just to make it to the second round. But guess what, brother Sekou? The same people that was cheated, the same people went and supported those people on the basis of paying debt, on the basis of how they were treated. And now you see it, you make yourself look bad. It's unfortunate. And at the end of the day, let's see what's going to happen in the next couple of years to come. Maybe something's going to change. But for me, I hope something can change. But I don't believe Joseph Boakai can do anything different. That is my belief. But if you do something different, that is in the interest of all of us. But for now, we can only congratulate him. And the issue of a president, we are accepting or not, he just got to accept because, this NEC was somebody, or the board of commissioners at the NEC level, were people used to say, look, they're not going to give power to the opposition if they win, because they were appointed by George Weah. And the fact that people can come up now and announce results that does not reflect or in the interest of George Weah, it means that it was a free process. And so, of course, George Weah, because since the announcement today, seditions are now denying. In fact, some seditions are already congratulating. And so that is to tell you that, our democracy is getting stronger. And I also want to say thank you to my dear big brother, Amar Konneh, for his hard work. Amar changed a lot of things. And Dylan, it's good you go back to school. This is not disrespect to you. You guys started this whole thing earlier on, but you see now, Amara took everything away from you simply because you go, first one, you go take a blue plastic, lying that you get talent sheet, nothing was there. Amara came, Amara controlled the whole show. So it's good you go back to school, but that's something we that brain don't do, brother Sekou. We'll get a position, we feel that we have arrived, and we forget about going back to school. They don't need to go back to school. That senatorial post is not anything for you. One day you'll not be senator. Amara went to school. He was retired.
My man, that's a personal attack on Dylan. And
Yeah, let Unity Party people enjoy that.
Let people enjoy their victory.
Yeah.
So I don't want us to condone that.
Don't ring on the people parade, man.
Yeah, right now, don't put saying the people parade. The people they won their election, let it go enjoy it. Yeah. So
I just want to congratulate the Unity Party and hope. But brother Sekou, the person that I feel so sorry for right now is Henry Costa. I don't know where is Costa. What will you do?
I don't think Costa should be a factor today because Unity Party people need to focus on celebrating, and they need to focus on what they can do to unite the country, not to divide the country. So Costa should not be a factor today.
What I would say, brother Sekou, is that whenever defeat like this happen, you observe that internal fighting always take place. People try to shift blame. I mean, like you are the cause. Like you are the cause. You're not doing your work.
Because we'll go around. That one you can expect that.
And so at this point, Costa is somebody who is on record of destroying this government. And so if I were Costa, I would lead the country today or tomorrow. Because the people will say that the man said destroy not making the opposition or the Liberian people could not vote for her. And so if I would Costa really went extra mile, like is maybe all the attacking was doing could not make any difference. It's sad, but anyway, peace. Let the Liberian people will prevail. Let's see what the next president is going to do. And this is to tell all Liberians that, that the Liberian people are resolved. When they put you there, you don't do the work good, they're going to change you. And so let's see what happens next.
Yeah.
For us, we are neutral, and this is our position. We are still going to push the forensic investigation. Our election was stolen. The first round of election was stolen, and that fact got to be established. And all the people that contributed to that, they got to pay for it. That is something that we stand on. And Mr. Cummings will be making a statement soon. Once NEC is completed with its 100% announcement, he will congratulate the winner, and we will move on. We are watching it from a neutral stand. Thank you very much, Brother Sekou.
Sekou, I think you're muted.
I'm sorry. So people already started calling without even we opening the line. The lines are hot. People want to chip in.
Oh, Unity Party, man.
People, some of them be texting me.
Oh.
Some of them be attacking me. Some of them be saying, Sekou, shame on SKTV, shame on you. No, there's no shame on anybody here. We all should be celebrating. We all should be happy for the fact that there was a free and fair process. You remember I told you guys if we have to go to the second round, I will consider the process free and fair and transparent. Remember I said that? I said it will mean that this is how the Liberian people voted. And it looks like this is how they voted. Because the first round showed that the election was between Joseph Boakai and George Weah, and everybody else didn't matter. And if Boakai came and pulled this out and won this election, kudos to him in the Unity Party. And a big congratulations to Amar Konneh for being the newest hero around the block. Amar Konneh is not only respected in the cycle of the Unity Party, but beyond that, Amar Konneh made it very clear the other day. I'll talk about it here. He was very instrumental in making Ellen Johnson Sirleaf president. He worked in the back in making George Weah president. Now he worked in the open. Because you can have all the vote, you can have all the election, but you cannot protect your vote. That's the big problem. Yes, indeed, whatever happened, moving forward, there's going to be a lot of finger pointing. There'll be a lot of blame game. And not only with the CDC, the CPP, we told you guys that after the election, we will come here, we will talk about everything that went wrong. Whether with the CPP, now with the CDC, with any other political parties. So somebody trying to say that maybe Costa, destroy the government, Costa this, what Costa did? Costa only insulted President Weah over and over, but Costa did not destroy this government. Whatever happened in the government of the CDC, led by President Weah, are all self-inflicted wounds. Everything. Costa might have lied on them sometimes, but majority of the time, SKTV and every other platform talk about some of the flaws in the government. We point to them countless number of times. I can see Gibson, I can see you in the back. It looks like your camera is off. Whenever you're ready, you open your camera, I will bring you on. So, what we are saying here in short, the CDC government was attacked, was destroyed by CDC, the way they started. And I am afraid the Unity Party should not start with the same thing. You can start your governing process by creating enemy for yourself, especially media personnel, media outlets. They can make you, they can destroy you. So all you can do, work with people. You don't have to give anybody money. Do the right thing for the country. And when you do the right thing, make sure the people see it. So the downfall of CDC came from the CDC because of their failure to deliver. Joseph Boakai winning proved that the Liberian people have decided to go with Joseph Boakai regardless of everything that is wrong with Joseph Boakai and his campaign. Joseph Boakai is sick. Joseph Boakai was not a leader. Joseph Boakai is this. Joseph Boakai is that. They say they don't care. Now, those things come with consequences. If somebody tell you this person is not well, and you say I don't care, and when that part comes, you will see it and you will feel it. When people say that person is not a leader, when leadership comes and they perform decimally, you will also see it. When they say that person is not truthful and the person comes to power and they continue to and they start to lie to the people, you will see it. So everything that happened, everything that people say about Joseph Boakai, it's up to Joseph Boakai now to prove everybody wrong. Yeah, Joseph Boakai is healthy. Joseph Boakai is a good leader. Joseph Boakai got country at heart. Joseph Boakai believes in development. Joseph Boakai understands governance. Joseph Boakai is everything. Joseph Boakai has to prove his people right and prove those of us that criticize him, that found some fault on him, that believe that he was not up to the task. He has to convince us in the Liberian people now by doing something that will say, wow. But not to engage in vindictiveness and attacking people and insulting people. No, you are now the winner. All you do now, prove us wrong. And actually convince all of us. And as I've said, SKTV, we are not here to pray for Joseph Boakai to fail because we disagree with him. We are not here to say to pray that Joseph Boakai should fail because Joseph Boakai supporters are behaving funny. No. We will pray for Liberia just as we did for George Weah. From the start, we'll pray for George Boakai to succeed. We'll pray for Liberia to succeed. We'll pray for Joseph Boakai to be a good president, for you to have a good government that will change our country. And Joseph Boakai should be willing in his people to extend olive branch to other opposition. Even people in the unity, but there are good people in all the parties, including the CDC, including the CPP, everywhere. Joseph Boakai should be willing to extend olive branch if you want to run, you want to have some form of unity in the country. The country is divided evenly. Evenly. 1.7% is nothing. Look at the country. 1,600,000 people voted in this election. We have about almost 3.5 million people that didn't vote. Don't vote them, some of them, and most of them are not happy. It means that majority of the country didn't support either Joseph Boakai or George Weah.
Is that the same thing I was saying, CEO, when I said 50% do not support?
3.5% because we have 5 million plus people. Only maybe 25% or maybe of the people, of the whole country. Because I mean, it's like 2/3 of the country did not participate in the second round. In the overall election, only half of the people in the country registered to vote. The rest of the people didn't even care, or they are not of voting age yet. But even people that registered to vote, a bulk of them, almost about 30% of them decided not to go back to vote. So Joseph Boakai and George Weah, you still have 3.5 million people that we don't know what they are thinking in this election. We got only 1.6 million people plus people voted in this election, the second round. So Joseph Boakai, you won the election, but in politics, there's something called mandate. You don't have that. You have mandate. You have huge percentage of the country supporting you, giving you 100% or maybe some 60, 70% mandate. It means that you have some healing to do. Joseph Boakai should reach out to other opposition, ask them to come and help him. Joseph Boakai to prove to the Liberian people that he's up to the task. He's healthy enough. He understands governance. He knows exactly what is going on. He knows how to change things around. If he doesn't, he must bring people with a technical know-how, technocrats, people that understand governance, people that can make him a good president. Joe Weah was considered incompetent because Joe Weah has some people around him that really he gave his position to them. He outsourced his position to them. They were doing whatever they wanted to do. That tinted Joe Weah record. That makes him a bad president. That makes him look like the worst person. But hey, government comes, government goes. Now we got new government that will be taking power in a very short period of time. And the way they were governed, in the first 90 days, in the first 100 days, we'll know. We'll know by the appointments. We'll know by the decision they're going to be taken. We'll know. And we're going to be here to say kumbaya, hallelujah to Joseph Boakai. It will happen. And we're going to criticize him. It will happen. It will all depend the way he starts. But at this point, I think everybody should be happy. Everybody should congratulate Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party for a job well done, and then pray that he succeed so that Liberia can be a better country. So let me bring Gibson in. Gibson, you are in. I don't know why your camera is not on, but for some reason, at least for the first time when you come on here, we would love to have your camera on. But if it's not on for whatever reason, maybe we'll give you a pass today. But welcome. And one of the reasons why we are even bringing you on without your camera up is to tell you guys thank you. We're not here. We tell other people thank you. SKTV team, you guys are the best. Especially the guys in Liberia with limited resources. And some of you, most of you doing things pro bono. If not all of you, doing nothing. We're doing everything for free. Even sometimes you pay your own transportation to go and cover stuff. All we do is to help with data sometimes. So it is important that we recognize what you guys do. We appreciate everything you guys have done and continue to do. And like I said to you guys, this is just the beginning. SKTV, we got a long way to go. So Gibson, welcome. And how are you? And what is going on? What is the mood like? You guys, I know you guys were at JNB compound, and then I had to tell you, to go off. I know a lot going on. You was following a lot of stuff we didn't see. What happened? What's going on, man? How's the mood like in Liberia? And thank you for everything, by the way. We're not hearing you. You're muted.
Okay.
Okay.
You hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I said thank you so much for having me, and thanks to the rest of my colleagues for the job well done. I just left the residence of the former Liberian Vice President, now President in waiting, Ambassador Joe Boakai, and I arrived around 10th Street here at one of the radio station's office. So yes, I feel good. They moved from the various streets of Monrovia and its environs. You see, we have lots of Liberians, especially supporters of the former Vice President, Ambassador Boakai, and they are celebrating. They are in a very jubilant mood because it is a lot. They fought a very good fight and making sure that they have the former Vice President Ambassador Boakai ascend to the presidency, because one, the Liberian people believe that they love you and they want you to be their president. They go to the extra mile and do everything on the extra side to make sure that you are the president of that country. So we managed to talk to a few of the folks who supporting the Ambassador Boakai at his residence. You could see Sekou, you could see the excitement in their eyes. You could see how excited they were. In jubilant mood. They were singing the anti-Weas slogans like "We tire with Kush." There will be no more Kush. There will be lots of justices. Justice will be served by in the justice system and everything they were saying. And one of the ladies spoke to me, and she was like, "This particular day we fought for it, and now we have it was she said I'm being able." She's a very elderly woman. I think she said she's 83 years old. She said, "I've waited for this day, and I'm so glad to be alive to see this day. And even that I'm alive and see Joe Boakai winning this election, God can really take away my life." That's what she said.
Wow.
Exactly. I'm quoting her. That's what she said.
Wow.
And if you could see how the sorrows in your face, she was crying, sharing tears. She said, "Even to now, go and say, I'm gonna wake up. All I wanted was to see Joe Boakai winning the election." And I was like concerned, why you want Joe Boakai? She said, "Because this is a man that I've known for quite a long time, and somebody that is very swift. Even when he was young, he wanted to lead this country. And because of that coming to pass, I believe he will do right for the country." And so more and more, they started in the faces of the people. I went at the rescue center where they usually meet, and people were there. Some people will say we're sleeping out tonight, and you ask them about the rest of the 0.42% that remaining. There was like, even we don't even get time, okay, we donate it to George Weah. And they were saying this kind of stuff. But yeah, I think it's a new day in Liberia, from what we've seen. And kudos to the National Relations Commission for doing a very unique job and making sure that the will of the people prevail. And that's the essence of democracy. We believe that democracy is of the people, by the people, and for the people. So once the people make a decision, nothing should overshadow or nothing to trash their decision, because you cannot make minority cannot make decision for the majority. Majority always make a decision. So once the people say they want Joe Boakai, once the people believe that Joe Boakai can liberate this country and can rescue this country, we all have to accept that Joe Boakai should take the opportunity to lead, and let's see. And we shouldn't be like, oh, let's see what Joseph Boakai will do. Like what you're saying at the back, and I'm hearing you that we're not praying, and nobody should pray for the downfall of Joe Boakai's administration. I think it should be more prudent that we pray for Joe Boakai to do more, because it's just for the interest of the country, of our country, Liberia. None of us is bigger than this country, and nobody, Liberia is our only and common denominator. We have to pray for this country. So we shouldn't pray, oh, because let's see, and pray because Joseph Boakai win and John Weah didn't win, and you supporting John Weah, and you want the rest of the other negative things to happen for George or honor Joseph Boakai's administration. Is to pray for Joe Boakai, for God to give him more wisdom and all his cabinets, all his people that are working in his administration, to make sure that this country that is 176 years of existence, of independence, and we're still fighting on LEC business. We're still fighting on justice system. We're still fighting on rules. But now Liberia should be one of the most developed countries on the continent of Africa. But because of bad leadership, incontinuity, that's why we have our country. So we should pray for Joe Boakai and the rest of the rescue team to make sure that the country is on a real progressive path and not a retrogressive path. Yes.
Thank you so much, Gibson. Thank you. You are very brilliant young men, like the Golden Heart, like Saros and the rest of our team. I'm so proud of you guys, to be honest. I'm very, very proud of you guys. So again, to Brazilian monk, what do you think is happening right now in Joseph Boakai's camp? Do you think Joseph Boakai is ready on day one to take leadership?
Well, we will want to assume that he's ready on day one. Like I said, today is their victory day, so I'm not about to ring on anybody's parade. We were, for the length of time he been in government in the public space, we will want to assume. But I said it, I will say it repeatedly. If we were to do it 1,000 times, those two won't be my options. But the Liberian people, we got to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to believe that these elections were close. That was the initial statement I made on the show. I don't want to believe that. I believe that the Liberian people, based on what I'm looking at, with CDC being in power and end up losing, the numbers might tell us say that they are close, but I know that they are not close. The people voted against George Weah overwhelmingly. They just wanted him out. And for the other group that believe that, oh, Henry Costa, people are going to be shifting blame. No, Henry Costa came and did what he was told to do. It's just that the damage was already done and there was nothing he could do to turn it at that point. The people just wanted George Weah out. George Weah acted very, very irresponsibly. He don't take his job seriously. Maybe he thinks he will stay on the soccer pitch, that he was leveraging this whole thing about popularity, that George Weah, the people loved me, that he abused the Liberian people, whether it's economically, whether it's from bringing in legal. Sekou, can you imagine a country with the GDP of less than $600,000 and you're able to bring drugs into the country that is more than $100 million worth of drugs? That is almost 1/5 of the entire national budget, not the GDP, but the national budget. How do you make the case? People are looking at their relatives, their nephews, and their nieces, drugs. You know, I'm not saying Unity Party government was any perfect, but under Madam Sally, yeah, we have few people in the street in terms of I don't like to use that word Zogo because I think it's disrespect to younger people. People according disenchanted youth or disenfranchised youth. We had them in the country, but at this level, we have never seen it before. Like it's like you are destroying an entire generation of Liberians. Look, Sekou, George Weah can go and retire. I mean, he's one of the luckiest person in life, if not blessed, to be successful in soccer and to come to the world of politics and become president for the oldest independent African republic. That's an achievement, but unfortunately, George Weah abused the Liberian people to the extent that, you see, it's not that Joseph Boga is perfect. You know, at a certain point in time when you have a candidate that is disliked, the other candidate become the default option. It's not that Joseph Boga is the best leader in the world, but at this current moment in time, it just proved that the Liberian people wanted George Weah out, no matter what. So there was nothing you could say or do against Joseph Newman Boga that was going to stick. They believed that George Weah was so toxic, he's so bad, he was so irresponsible that they just wanted him out by any means possible. And that's exactly what happened. So if you're in the CDC camp, you cannot point finger to Henry Costa. Even though I know Henry Costa always picked the losing side, including himself, but equally so, the job he was told to do, he came and he did it, but the Liberian people just told him, like, you know what? We hear everything you are saying. We all understand that the old man, he's not 100% perfect, but at this current moment in time, the guy who is there, we want him out by any means possible. And that's exactly how they voted. But you said something very profound. Joseph Boga, you got to have an open mind when it comes to leadership because that country has a lot of challenges. Adapt the Madam Salif level. When Madam Salif became president in 2005, she ain't know her own party and brought a bunch of professionals. She came across the Atlantic Ocean and recruited some of the best and professional Liberians to help her get the country back on track. It was later doing the second thing, she started bringing a lot of young people on board, sending some people to school, and empowering them. Because at this stage, you cannot think party anymore. But if you want to adapt the George Weah doctrine where you can put Omele Alvin, we said, I never had a job in the life and put in a planning ministry. Jefferson Koji never had a job in his entire life. And look at the biggest metropolitan in the entire country and tell him to be city mayor, then you will become an instant failure because to govern is much easier. I mean, it's harder than to be an opposition that is be criticizing all the time. Governing is very tough. You are responsible for the lives of millions of people, and you must bring you bring the best and the brightest to get the job done, or else you could be on the path to the wrong destination. I mean, that's it.
I've been having some callers about. I want you guys the two gentlemen to chip in before we take callers. Let's say Golden Heart. So same question, man. You think JNB is ready to lead in day one? You think they already have government structure and there are people that are ready to get things going right away off the back?
Oh, thank you, CEO. The thing is, government wanting to unseat another government must have a structure that is put in place. And I will not take for granted the league governmental positions that the Unity Party government, had in the closet, something that how you call him, Yaka Kolba was agitating in some weeks ago, you know, at his residence, where he claimed that you don't want to pay attention to the election, or you're taking the Liberian people for granted, you got your position, you're already divided it. And so the Unity Party government already have their set government, something they will want to work with. Maybe they will recruit from other political institutions, like those who build up the Unity Party alliance. And of course, they still have some good guys in the CDC, especially in the security apparatus. There are still some good guys there. Because, like I said, for the likes of Prince C. Johnson, the defense, that's the defense minister, to order the flogging of Omesem Sion at his own radio station. That imagine somebody who is in charge of the National Security Agency of Liberia, the NSA, that Prince C. Johnson had to order his arrest, forceful arrest, because his institution were spilling some gibberish about the national elections results. And so President George Weah did not confront him in the open and did not bow to pressure from the CDC government, especially for those talk show hosts who were calling on the government to apprehend him, or to particularly right against him, to get him out of the way. And so there's still some good guys in the security apparatus that Joseph Parker can work with. But I do believe that there's still a lot of work to do, especially in the era of uniting the country, reconciliation. Reconciliation is going to play a very, very big part of this entire process. And this will be something that Ambassador Barker will not achieve. I'm very sure he will not achieve, because, like, there are supporters of the Unity Party who hated the CDC for no reasons for years. This will be the same old cliche, the consistent cliche that will, lead beginning 2024 up to the end of 2029. So there will still be people in the numbers. And like you were saying, CEO, there are over 3 million people, over 5 million people in this country. And from these 5 million people, we have 1 point some million who voted in these elections. The other 2 million people voted in these elections. And it means that there are still huge numbers of people that are still set aside who did not participate in the open. And there are still young people between the age of 15 years old, 14, 15 years old. So it means that in the next 6 years, these young people will be approaching the age of 18 and above. So what it does now, it gives the opposition the guarantee that we can maintain this thing, we can hold this thing together. Though Joseph Boakai wins this, he won the election, but it actually means that we can hold on together. We can still work with these numbers, especially under the fact that there are 50% that voted for Boakai. I kept saying 50 because that's what the elections commissioner projected.
Okay, we are having some trouble there with the internet. So, Saros, while we wait, Gordon Hart to come on. So, same question. Do you think Joseph Boakai is ready when they want?
Well, Mr. Konneh, like I said, I don't support Joseph Yuma Boakai, the president to be announced, elect by the National Election Commission, because as one person doesn't see leadership in him, and I don't mean that, and I'm not going to take that. I stand by that even in the next life to come. But to begin with, as to whether the former vice president is in preparedness to lead Liberia, that question should be answered with the first statement that if the former vice president is willing to reconcile the country, that is very paramount at this state. Liberia need to be reconciled. The bitterness in this country is way too much, Mr. Konneh, that if we don't pray for bad things, but if anything happens in Liberia today, Liberia civil unrest would be worse and more dangerous than what happened in the last 14 years, because the bitterness is way too much, the division is way too much, especially coming from supporters hierarchy of Unity Party, making any kind of statement. Then the former vice president is left with no option but a shoulder with the responsibility to reconcile the country first. And let me join my big brother, President Monk. The former vice president have to close his eyes and go and look for professional Liberians, even those that disagree with him, are doing, the period of the campaign, and even those that don't like him. According to him, if he wants to rescue Liberia, then he has to go and find professional Liberians who are in a capacity to help drive his government, and in the best interest of Liberia. Then that is the way we will know that the former vice president is in all readiness to move Liberia to another level, as he claimed by his by his manifesto that they are ready to rescue Liberia. But other than that, I don't see the former vice president anytime soon, moving Liberia forward when Liberia is still divided, because our country, because uh, in the presence of division, you will never have the country moving forward. You will never have a structured government that will move the country. You will never have an entrenched institutions. That means a built institution, because that institution has to be built, by collective efforts. Institution has to be built in the presence of unity and love. Institution has to be built uh, with collectivity of all citizens here on desk. So to begin with, if the vice president, the former vice president, who will soon be president-elect of Liberia, will move or in readiness to move Liberia forward, he should first and foremost reconcile this country. But with the level of hate from strong supporters of the Unity Party and hierarchy of the Unity Party, I don't see that. This is not a negative projection, but sometimes the reality has to be, saying. And SKTV is here. We here on record for always saying what comes to pass, because we are, and if not the most credible media institution in Liberia. So to begin with, the former vice president has to reconcile the country, and that is the overall goal, to tell us that he's ready to move Liberia forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's take the first caller here. Caller, I know you've been on hold forever. The last 4 digits is 1506. Are you there? Caller, last 4 digits 1506. Are you there? First number is 515. Hello? All right. Well, that caller is not ready. Let me go to the person. Let me go to the person here. This is the Brookable Power. Brookable Power, are you there?
Yeah.
Welcome to SKTV. What say you, my brother?
Yeah. Thank you so much for the show. We had to come on and to talk. First of all, I brought first and I brought last. And I want to use this time to say a very big thing to the president for a democratic policy that you put in place in Liberia. I'm making the election of this free and fair, no matter how people criticize him. This is a record that he set. And to all the patients that stood by him all the time, for the difficult time, say a very big thing to us. And also to Liberians that in Liberia and outside Liberia. no matter how it takes, how feeling you have, it is the country that we have. But look, I don't want to shake blame on nobody. Nobody's vision was shake blame on nobody. The election that was open. And the election is the election that went in a race where democracy prevailed. Again, let me tell you something. The election is not only for politics. The election went from politics to tribalism, from tribalism to state. So nobody should lie to you and say, oh, maybe because of they may not do this one, or they may not work hard in the government, or they may get book out there, or you're just in the country that you lost the election. The election was not lost because of those basics that people are saying. The election was lost because of state. And tribalism, like it when the election, that's why I call the election to vote that far. But
Thank
if I
you.
tell you no lie, we have, look, the only thing we can say now, for now, is it's just a few months to see a difference. There will be a big difference between the government and the government coming in place because the difference is glaring. The other side, they are not people that tolerate, they are not people that can accept any criticism. That's the one will be the first thing, no matter how it takes it to be. A criticism that the president accepts, the other government accepts, this government economy can never accept that criticism. You know, the forces that went against it. So what I was about to say is thank you to everybody. Thank you for the peaceful election and thank you to the president as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's go to the line here. 763 number. Last 4 digits 4884. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Steve, my name is calling from Minnesota.
This is Sekou. This is not Steve.
Oh, Sekou, yeah. Okay, oh, Sekou, yeah. How are you, Sekou?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me on your program today. I want to ask Brother Mong, yesterday he said the number was shifting in the way of George Weah. I went to begin to talk about numbers so much. I went to tell them why the number changed again. I don't know what happened. And the next thing, I went to ask.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. This is hold on 1 second. Yeah. Oh man. Come on. Hey, stop calling me on FaceTime. Whoever calling me on FaceTime, stop calling me on FaceTime. You're interrupting my broadcast. Call the number directly. If you can't call the number directly, don't call on FaceTime. Okay? Yeah. Hello? Come on, man. People will not even give me a chance.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead and conclude because somebody was calling from overseas, but I try to clip over, but it's okay.
And the next person, he said they had some senior official, government official Union Party, that was where to switch over. He said he was not calling their names today, so I want for you to call those names that you already know. I will take money for the other side of John George Weah Party.
My man, if I were you now, I will not go. I will not live in the past. I will look forward. But thank you very much. We'll let Steve know. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 6. I think this is the overseas number. What is your name and where you calling from? Hello? Yeah. Is who? Hold on one second. Emmanuel Jersey? Hello? Emmanuel, are you there?
Hello. Emmanuel Jesse. How you doing?
Yeah, Emmanuel, go ahead. Go ahead. You're live.
Yeah, I personally call to thank you.
Thank you.
For the time you took to host the program because these are voluntary work you guys do. But then, of course, sometimes you say something I disagree with you, but that's a tendency of democracy. We should disagree with one another and agree at last. All we want is peaceful Liberia. So I personally call to tell you thank you for the massive effort and sacrifice that you are doing for the Liberian people. Because you come home with information.
Yeah.
Sometimes other information you will get will be in your interest, so it will be better. But we should learn to accept those things and move on. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. You're calling from Australia, right?
Yeah, I come from Melbourne. I come from Australia, Queensland.
Queensland, Australia. Thank you.
That's a very tolerant and respectable person right there.
Yeah, he might be here for a long time. Actually, he been here for a long time. He disagree with me. We say sometimes that's not true.
Yeah,
these are not fair, but he will always respect, the SKTV. So call out 484 number, last 4 digit 3052. What is your name and where are you calling from?
This is Vaughn. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Vaughn?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Hi, Sekou.
Hey.
First of all, let me say that I'm neither a supporter of WIA nor boycott.
Okay.
But my concern here is that I heard you announcing the winner of the election. And as far as I know, is that the legitimate body that should be announcing the winner of the election is the NEC. And up till now, there hasn't been any announcement of the winner. So how is it that you are now announcing boycott as the winner?
We are making projection based on the number announced by NEC.
Oh, so you're making a prediction?
Projection.
No, projection, not prediction.
Projection, not prediction. Projection means that we are projecting that based on the number announced by NEC and number in the outstanding number. Based on that, Joseph Boakai won the election, and there's no way Joey can come back based on the number announced by NEC.
Oh, so it's your projection?
Yes, sir.
I think it will be wise that instead of making projections, because if you remember here in the United States, there were television stations that made projections of the election, and they had to retract those projections because that wasn't the final result.
Mm-hmm.
So for your own credibility, I think it would be wise that you maintain the same credibility you've been exhibiting as a network to wait till the final results of the.
Did you follow the National Elections Commission's announcement?
Yes, I did.
Do you know the outstanding percentage of the vote out there?
As of today, it was announced that there were 20 precincts that hasn't been tabulated into the final results.
Yeah.
And there is one district in Lima County that needs to revote.
Yeah, but do you understand? Hold on just a second. Do you understand that?
Today, Sekou,
okay, go ahead.
As of today, Sekou, there's a difference of 28,434.
Mm-hmm.
As of today's announcement,
mm-hmm.
there's a difference of 28,434.
Mm-hmm. And then they, according to NEC, I don't know whether you listen to that. They said the outstanding balance, the remaining vote, is only 0.42%, and Joseph Boakai now is leading 1.7%. Do you think, even if you give the remaining vote to President Weah, you think that can offset the lead by Joseph Boakai?
So the percentage left, can you give the estimated amount of
percentage? Not estimated, the number given by NEC, they said 0.42, less than 1%, less than 1%.
0.42%.
Yeah, 0.42%. So that is less than what Joseph Boakai is leading. Even it can go into what Joseph Boakai is leading maybe 3 times or 4 times.
0.42% could be over 28,000.
That's not what they say. Okay.
I'm saying.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying that's what they said.
Okay. So what is if Joseph Boakai leading by 1.7%? How, and which going to be 28,000? How can 0.42% can pass 1.7%?
Say that again.
If we go with next number, NEC is saying Joseph Boakai is leading by 1.7%, and if that number is number amount to 28,000, where in the world 0.42% would be more than 1.7%?
When you finish, I want to chime in with your color too, but just to make sure that maybe you're not saying it, maybe he's not saying it, or understanding what's going on here. Are you there?
He's still there. I think he's trying to put his number together. Are you there? Brother,
Just said in Mexico, based on the number of votes we have received so far, we want to estimate that anywhere between 1.5 to 1.6 million votes. The difference between George Weah and Joseph Boaga is 28,434, which is 1.78%. If you were to get every single vote,
of the whole 1.6 million.
Yeah, if you were to get George Weah every single vote of the 0.42% left, it will still come to 6,700. It's not sufficient to overturn 28,000. The election is over, my brother. Just accept the fact and let's move on.
Yeah, and we are not declaring anybody. We say based on the result.
Yeah, projection.
But now we are projecting that Joseph Boaga has won the election.
Yep.
And there's nothing we can do about it. We apologize if you don't like that. Yeah, but thank you, Monga. Let's take more calls. 404. Oh my God. You guys should stop calling me from. Stop calling from what do you call it, FaceTime. Maybe I need to just stop, my laptop from accepting calls. So yeah, call our 404 number. What is your name and where are you calling from? 0733.
Yes, I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Marie Pratt.
Marie Pratt, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. I don't care who won the presidency. I will still vote for them anyway. But when you do something wrong, it will always come back to harm you.
Okay.
George Weah won all of his way to cheat to get Mr. Coming all of the way. He thinking that he was going to win. Oh no. I personally pray for 7 days. For the time he did, I said to Mr. Coming, I kept praying. I said you will not win the election. Because I don't even let him. As the day I was in for Joe Boaga, I was for Mr. Coming all the way. So when he did to Mr. Coming, they came back to harm me. So tonight he will not sleep. Let him see exactly what Mr. Coming said when he cheated him. And all those auditors, those people that died in Liberia under his government, that a spirit coming to harm me. So let him get out our country and go stay somewhere else, Jamaica or wherever with the money that he stole. So what's her name? Jimmy Ethel Brown, they don't have a job anymore. So,
the Ethel Brown did a good job, oh. I don't know about what you're saying. I don't know about that. I think Joseph Boaga will reach. And her position too is a turning position.
Okay. Why was it Joseph Boaga will allow her to stay there?
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
So the caller, another caller here. 480 number. What is your name and where are you calling from?
You talking to me?
Yes.
Hey, my name is Prince. I'm calling from Maryland.
Prince Massacre from Maryland. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah, say thank you to you and your fellow panelists in studio. Call to make my contribution, okay?
Go ahead.
Yes. First of all, congratulations to us. I mean, even though you guys don't want to say it, which is fine. We are.
When did you come on the show?
What?
When did you come on the show?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah. When you started following today?
I don't know, but I mean.
Now the reason why I'm asking you, you have a tendency when you come on the show, instead of making your point, you always come to attack us. And when you do that, we will have the responsibility to respond to you so that you can come and lie on us. Always represent our opinion without we directing the point. Listen, you just came and said, congratulations to you guys, even though we don't want to say it. When we opened the show, the first thing we did, starting from me to Steve to Brazilian Monk, we individually congratulated Joseph for winning the election. But you come in with a sentiment without even following whatever happened, even though you guys don't want to say it, like I've told you. Not because you can talk fast or can talk sweet, means that you're making sense. When you can just make your point without attacking us, the minute you do that, you will come. The minute you do that, no. Because you just have that tendency. You always do that. That's not good.
why you want to silence me on the show?
I'm not telling you because you want to tell me attack us instead of making a point. And when you do that, we will not allow that to happen.
This is not fair.
No, it's fair. It's not fair to you. You're not fair to JMB. The first thing you should have done here, first of all, congratulations to JMB and say whatever you want to say. Well, you trying to accuse Honor for not congratulating JMB, which we did.
Okay. All right. Let's get started.
Well, okay, we can move on. If you apologize for your statement, then we can move on.
Apologize for what statement?
For lying on us that we did not congratulate.
I was not there. If you accusing me, I mean, no, that's not lie. I was not there. So
Are you going to apologize for lying for lying on us?
How do I know that you said it? I was not there.
Okay, you can say, okay, I didn't even know that you said it, so I apologize and move on.
No, so you're gonna
You're not ready yet. When you're ready to talk on SKTV, we don't censor people. When you come here, just do what is right, and we will allow you to flow. Do whatever you want to do. Say whatever you want to say. When you come in, by the time you come to discredit us, we will not allow you to flow. No.
The people are so toxic to the extent they can't even handle their own victory.
Yeah. If you know you win the election, come and say the good things that promising, to the Liberian, that will be acceptable, something that people can be happy with. But you come in, even in your winning, you stay in the combative move to fight and come and lie. We should allow you to flow and traffic in your lie on our own platform. No, we don't do that.
So, Mr. Konneh, you see where the challenge is coming from? These people, even though they win,
you have more people like this. I'm on them.
Yes, a lot of them.
Yeah. So I think we can call it a day. It has been a very beautiful show, and I'm very, very. I don't know how many people will start today because I'm very happy that our stars, have come back. And our in-stream promotion has also come back. I don't know if you're watching it only on your phone or on your computer, or even if you watch on YouTube on your big screen. From time to time, you will see some advertisement going to be popping up. It's not coming from us. It's actually coming from Facebook, which we are happy to get back. I think I'm Omar here. Hello. Oma, we're about to leave now, but anyway, that Oma calling, but we got to take it. How are you?
Your Oma here. I put on my birthday celebration to allow you to talk your politics. What you talking about? Listen, man, I just am happy for the Republic of Liberia. I want to say to you, Sekou and Steve and my son Mark and all my other children there, thank you.
Thank you.
On behalf of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank
on
you.
behalf of all Liberians. Good, bad, or indifferent, Liberia is our home. So we do not speak individually about any particular person. We speak in the behalf of the Republic of Liberia because we want to see change. The situation in our nation, Sekou, Monk, is systemic. It did not start just now with Jolia. It did not start with Eddie Johnson Sirleaf. It will not end with Boycott either. Because in order for it to even begin, Boycott, we have to look back, reflect on the 40 plus years, look at all of the mistakes, and second, like you said, come on to prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Congratulations to UP leader Baka. But now he's have the responsibility of coming on us as we have invited him numerous times to show an appearance and to speak to Liberia.
Oma, that one part, you on your own.
No,
I have to see. I have to see it. The people never allowed the woman to come when you were in opposition. They were allowing you to come when you're president.
But we're not in opposition.
No. When he was in opposition, you think they were allowing him to come when he already president?
Yeah, but now Sekou, and you say my only friend.
Yeah.
So when the only friend comes to standing firm, speaking out, talking truth to power, apologizing for good, bad, or indifferent, right or wrong, that's what you have to do. So we're challenging the president-elect to come on our platform, our own SKTV now.
Of course.
So he's got to come and speak to us. We have invited him. This is an open door. Another person that I would like to congratulate, she might not be listening, but somebody will be talking with her, is my own daughter, Fatima Bendu Salif. She will give me hard time because she's so excited. But Sekou, my one word that I've been saying on SKTV is that Liberia problem is not politics. Liberia problem is illiteracy, which means the magnitude of ignorance that the nation is faced with. So what we got to do, Sekou, is to take care of our educational system. My children have to be elevated, promoted. So going forward, I'm putting it out there right now. My daughter Fatima is a social worker, a guidance counselor. Wherever she can be, I hope she's ready to take over and bring two things we need: mental health in Liberia, mental health, and we need education. Those two things are putting forth today to the incoming party that something has to be done. So my children, Sidiki and all of you, you did a fantastic job. I am so proud of you because you and I were on a training that nobody knew about. And look at where you guys are. There's a school of communication at the University of Liberia. Go attend that school so you can learn, get your certification in communication, whatever broadcast or whatever type it is, so that you can get yourself prepared for the future. Sekou, your congratulations, Liberian people, congratulations to all of us, and to Nick. That woman did a fantastic job. We have to congratulate her because that job is not an easy job. And for her to be setting points and trying to answer the questions or bring the numbers to us, that is to be commended. So Sekou, we will continue this program and this discussion. And Monk and everybody else that appear on the show, I can't remember everything right now. But thank you.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you.
And we will talk.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We said we're about to leave, but people kept calling. I'll just take a few more calls and then we call it a day. Call us 77 phone number. Last 4 digits 7611.
Hey, Sekou, how you doing, brother? This is Dwalu.
Ensu Dwalu.
Yes, sir. So my man Monk, look, this network, SKTV, was an institution during these elections. Sekou, whether you know this or not, you carved out a legacy for yourself in the Liberian space. You guys pushed the envelope to your audience. You made Liberia better despite what anybody says, because you spoke about things that elevated the country. Whether somebody liked it or not, you stuck to your guns. The reason for my call today is I
Thank you.
tell you, I mean, just did right by Liberia. But I know these times ahead, I'm more worried now than before. Because, like I said today on phone, we have to produce. This is a time for production. And I know your network will continue to be here to push the envelope. Sometimes people will disagree, but this is all in developing our democracy. But I want you to know this. You've done something great for your country, and I think you made Liberia a little better. And I want to say thank you to you and your audience, man. Big ups to you as well. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. That was so intelligent of you. We appreciate it. Like we say, we have another caller here. 6494.
Hello, Sekou, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Sekou, you see here, right?
Yeah.
They don't like reality. So don't make nobody discredit you. Where you're taking a lot of the news that we watch, everybody don't really news the same way. or they look at anything the same way. You got to look at it from your view and the outside of view. So Joseph Walker winning, congratulations. This is my message. I said it in the past. Joria didn't want to run for the second term. But the greedy hunter and I were behind him. They said, my man, you can't call that one chopping off. You got to go. And Joria winning. Joria killed him very late to realize he wanted to be here for second term. So why did they limit that Mr. Coming for him? But I got to be there. But you see that ball that was done? You always tell you, you got one play, you got another play. Now that Joseph Walker, I've seen some people commenting, causing Mr. Coming say honor your video, but that's their business. That the simple-minded people involved thinking we're talking about. There's the time that Joseph Walker finally got the presidency. Let me see what change can he bring to the country, and how can he unite the country. That one we should went to war. That terrible things that our country going down. I spoke to a family member of mine. He said, you don't know, you said that bread when we eat it's not the same in our country. See what Joseph Walker will bring to the table, what did Amar Konneh will bring to the table, we still Liberian. What did Joseph Walker president that stop me from being a Liberian? So we can celebrate for him. Thank God we got new president. Joe, we need to just let it go and concede and clear concession speech and be a big boy and let it go for the sake of Liberia. And you won't work for Breaker? It's up to him. And they shouldn't go there and start firing people. If people got genuine job, let us stay, even in the great United States, they don't take people job from them because they're not going to get it. So all they get, we got to pray that we go far and stop right here on the Breaker change what you say you're bring. So simple, congratulations, thank you, and continue to do your work. And stop here, continue.
Of course.
You muted, Sego.
I actually tried to meet you instead of meeting myself because I heard some background noise.
Oh, okay.
So we'll take the last caller here and then we'll call it a day. I'm not sure if this is Mr. Denoa, but 4226.
Well, Sego. Yesterday I was talking.
Yes, sir.
You said my voice was weak. I was talking the
now you're talking like a man. I can hear you now.
No, Sego.
Yes, sir.
Sego, we have done it. It is not only the Liberian people, it is all of us, including every Liberian, Sego. I will take this time to say thank you to this station. It was a politics. You know, there's a saying in our parable, in my dialect, that when two elephants fight, who suffer? The grass suffer. Liberians, honor this medium. Please listen to me and listen to me well. We fought a good fight. All of us, all Liberians, whether you were against Joseph Walker, whether you were against Josh Weir, whether you were against Amar Konneh, whether you were against Jeremiah Wapo, and all the other presidential candidates, this is a time for reconciliation in our country, Liberia. There was a revelation in the 80s and the 90s. And I'm quoting from Bishop Parkland that somebody will come after Taylor, after Doe. They will serve that person as a king. And happy, a king to pass. Just where was served as a king. And which, of course, all these revelations, Brother Seko, it came to pass. It is wonderful. I am happy. I am joyful. Seko, thank you. You know, those other people who don't understand who Seko is, let me tell you people today, Seko was for nobody but for the Liberian people. Everything Seko said, he said it to defend the Liberian people for the politicians, the good person to rule our country, the owner Joseph Walker, the president-elect. But let me say this to you, people. I'm sorry I'm getting emotional.
It's okay.
I know people will hate you. I know other people will curse you. But it is not for Sekou. Sekou never did it for himself. He did it for the Liberian people. And let me end by saying this to Jeremiah Konneh of Nimakande, my birth country, where my neighborhood was buried. If you look
They not bury a neighborhood.
Yeah. It's okay.
The man emotional. I ain't bury a neighborhood.
Carry, forgive them. I say my neighbor. No, I'm not messing up. My neighbor.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm just
Brazilian more. Let the woman finish, please. Go ahead.
Abuse you. Whosoever that call you boyo. Let me finish, man. Let me finish, Brazilian.
Go ahead. Finish. Don't be emotional, man. It's okay. Go ahead.
Anybody that call you boyo, I am sorry. Forgive them. Forgive them. Forgive them. You are a leader to Joseph Boakai. Whosoever that say you're going to the hospital to die, that's politics. That's politics. That's politics. Forget everybody. You are our father now. And Jeremiah Konneh, you the second father of the Republic of Liberia. Because of the hate from 2020 elections, people begin to hate you. Consider your sister Edith Gongo. Consider your brother Henry Costa. Consider all of us. Sekou, thank you very much for what you have done for the Liberian people. We started it good, but in the middle, politics came in. I am very, very much happy and excited this evening. Thank you this afternoon, rather. Thank you, Sekou.
Thank you.
Thank you, President Mom. Thank you, Steve. It is time now for all of us to join and build our country. Thank you very much for having me.
All right.
You.
Thank you. Every time I say I'm leaving, somebody else will come. This is the person that is very last now, to be honest. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 609 number. Last 4 digit is 9876.
Yeah, hello, Sekou. This is Abraham Keyuda speaking from New Jersey.
Abraham Keyuda from New Jersey. Welcome, my brother.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say thank you for the program that been going on. I mean, for your platform, you know. But what I want to say, I just want to report this topic I just spoke. He said you are not for anybody. No.
He said we're not for anybody for Liberia.
No, it's not so. He making a mistake. I was for Joseph Boakai, and your platform was only especially for Konneh.
That's not true.
And you go.
That's not true.
Advocated for
that's not true. And you know I've been following SKTV.
Yeah, well, this is SKTV. Anyway,
yeah, you know I've been following SKTV. You. That's not true.
I just want us for everyone else to be together. For other us to
yeah, and that can only happen when we are truthful and honest. Yeah, we can all come together. It will be truthful and honest. And let me tell you something. You will complete. Let me tell you this. Whether it's you or any other person that would think attacking or disrespecting SKTV is in your interest or in the interest of Joseph Boakai, you are mistaken. And let me say this. I am not going to hold Joseph Boakai responsible for the ignorance and bad behavior of some of his supporters. I'm going to hold Boakai responsible for the way he's going to respond to the mandate given to him by the Liberian people, the appointment by the Liberian people for him to perform. The way he's going to perform, I'm going to hold him by that. So all of you guys thinking that you attack me, you can bully me, to tell you that some of you don't have sense. This is no, not you now. Now you now. Those are attacking me. Now you, my brother. No. Hold on. Let me end my statement. Now you, but I'm just trying to say something. Those that have been writing and insulting and attacking, I'm just telling you. To tell you that you don't have sense is that I run the platform. I control what to go on here, what not to go on there. I can allow you to be here. I can allow you not to be here. So all you can do, if you love Joseph Boakai, forget about the anger of the past. Don't live in the past. Pray for Joseph Boakai to succeed, so you can prove us wrong that say all the negative things about Joseph Boakai when it comes to leadership, when it comes to his health, when it comes to who are the people around him. And pray that all of those things will go in a positive direction for Joseph Boakai. That way, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you can come here. SKTV will told you. Sekou Kenneth will told you. Steve will told you. Brazilian man will told you guys. We told you Joseph Boakai was the best president, better person. Joseph Boakai was the most healthiest person. Joseph Boakai was the best leader that could change the direction of our country. Come and tell us that. That's the point you should talk. But not because you win an election, you should come and insult people, disrespect anybody. That's not what intelligent people do. People who are intelligent, people who are smart, you know what they do? When they win the election, they extend olive branch to people who never supported them to help them govern in the right direction. But stupid people do otherwise. But what I can tell you, whatever you're going to do today may come to bite you later on. My brother Abraham, this is not just uniquely to you. I'm just making this statement, general statement to people who are supporting Joseph Boakai, thinking that they can be vindictive to disrespect people. I'm not going to hold Joseph Boakai, responsible for those people who are limited. But go ahead and conclude what you were saying, and we can call it a day.
Yeah, so thank you. What I have to say is that we have to put all our bitterness behind, and we all fought, ahead. We all to work together. This is a campaign. This end, everything end right there, and we all should pray for the better. Now, I can go home now and say the best and do what I can do for myself. And we all should pray for Liberia to settle down, security, sickness should be in place, schools should be open, and other people who want to do something. We all need to talk. Even right now, if Joseph Boakai get it, I support it, but when they run our state doing the wrong thing, I'm not going to fight him because I love him. No, I will not love Joseph Boakai more than the country because I want to go home and be free. I want to go home and see other people happy. I always tell my friend, I say, if I come from America, and I come here and then the only time people can laugh if I'm back,
I want you to conclude, my brother. We got to go.
Yeah. So I just want us, for all of us to work together.
Sure.
And see the best.
Of course.
What we all have to see. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. So we got to leave it there. No more calls. I said that was the very last call. People can't start calling until we, going home. My brother calling again. He always, he does that all the time. We got to leave it there for today, Prince.
Yeah.
Later on, we're not sure yet. Maybe we'll do a show later on. If we get a lot of exciting things to talk about, we might come back. Now
I know, right?
Yeah, because today should be about excitement.
Today's Friday too. I mean, enjoy, man.
And craziness. But yes, these people, people who are here criticizing us, we take it. We criticize politicians, they take it. They don't take it personal. So if you come here to criticize us about what we do, we thank you. But the good thing is we have more people that appreciate us than those handful of people that will come and criticize us.
Oh, yeah.
You take your criticism in good faith. Thank you so much. But don't just come here and act like you are fighting for Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai, if he takes office, or when he takes office, he's going to be president for everybody, for all Liberians. People who supported him, people who never supported him. You have no control over that. In fact, Joseph Boakai does not know some of you. Joseph Boakai will even be considering people then that never supported him. Then some of you, little ones that know nothing and stand for nothing just because of trouble and sectional solidarity. Joseph Boakai may not even care about some of you. Because you are nobody, you are no entity, you are not even, you have no value. Nobody know you anyway. So some of you will come here and insult or disrespect, that's fine. Well, in fact, I'm going to go on block everybody. Election is over.
Yep.
We have now a president, and everybody who supported Joseph Boakai, congratulations to you. Everybody who never supported Joseph Boakai, you're on the other side. Try again, organize better, and come back 2029 if you wish to come back. We will still be here. So, gentlemen, you guys can close and we can call it a day.
Yeah, so thank you. So thank you again, Mr. Konneh, and to my own namesake, one of the smartest crewmen, President Monk.
I gotta say crewman.
You want you to be crewman? Well, you know what? You know what? Why are you doing that? Brazilian Monk sent me a video of Amar Konneh today. I will just play it before we leave.
Yeah,
I forgot.
So, and to let me say thank you, a very big thank you to all of our SKTV supporters. You are the real heroes of this movement. And let me say thank you to all of you who support us in the back. Continue to do that because SKTV is about to take.
That's a moment to remember for this election. That's the highlight right there.
All right, that was Honorable Amar Konneh, former finance minister, former minister of planning, and now senator-elect of Bapulu County in the tear of joy. This is what we call a real tear of joy. The one more Ali were having that one.
Tear of resurrection, bro.
that was a pre-tear of joy.
I mean, I see your hand doing no closing today. That boy Ali crying off gas.
So, Mr. Konneh, you get problem as well.
My boy. More is my boy. The one Molly was doing, that one was pre-tear of joy. I'm not going to right now.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you to our SKTV follower, and please continue to support SKTV because we are here. SKTV is here to stay, and I can tell you SKTV will remain credible, independent, because Liberia remains the only overall goal, and to see Liberia moving forward is our ultimate goal. And again, congratulations to the soon-to-be president-elect that will be announced by the Supreme Body of Electoral Processes in Liberia, that is the National Election Commission, by former President Joseph Yima, Vice President Joseph Yima Boakai, and Senator Jeremiah Kuhn. But again, let me say this: young people should be prioritizing your government. If you are watching the show, prioritize young people, educate them, reconcile Liberia, and revamp the system, and let's make Liberia a better place for all Liberians. It should not be the old thing, suppressing our people, suppressing Liberians, only to be subjected to your political will, because Liberia is all we have. And with the new generation that are coming up, and when they are built, when they are entrenched, that is the only way we'll have a brighter and a greater nation. Thank you, Mr. Konneh, for the great opportunity. We'll continue to explode because SKTV is our home and it's our all. We hold it and hold it up. God bless all of us and God bless Liberia.
Thank you, Saros, and thank you, everybody. We appreciate your time. And once again, this is SKTV. We are very proud to be part of this network. And SKTV will remain one of the most, if not the most, integrity and honest platform within the Liberian society. I want to thank you. We appreciate your time. And we will call it a day. Thank you so much. We might do a show tonight because a lot of exciting news is coming. And people are happy. Some people are crying. We will extend invitation to the winners from Joseph Bruma Boakai down to the least person to come here and celebrate our victory. We have some questions for them. We want to know how they're going to govern. We want to know what they have in, in the pipeline. We have no idea what's going on with them. And Liberian people want to know. So Joseph Boakai, Amar Konneh, Jeremiah Kun, all the other people, this is an open invitation. If you guys ready, invite yourself. If not, we will be extending invitation to all of you to come and speak to the Liberian people through our very important platform. We know this platform is very instrumental in the Liberian body politic. Like us or hate us, everybody respect SKTV. And the reason is because we are driven by high level integrity and trust. We never lie on anybody. Everything we have said, you may not like it, it may not have been in your favor, but you know we never lie on anybody. Whatever we said about anybody, as long we said it on SKTV, there were facts, and we stand by all of them. We love you. We will, even former government officials, or soon to be former government officials, we invite them. We'll talk to them to see what went wrong. Our doors are open for President Weah, for Minister Toye, for the entire former officials of government. Our doors are open. We'll invite all of them too to talk to them, to see exactly what happened. We are not enemies. Not too long ago, we invited Minister Toye here. And we have few communications. We want them to be here. We want everybody to come on SKTV. So we want to say thank you. We appreciate your time. We love you, and don't stop supporting SKTV. Now we got our stars back. Keep sending us star. If you don't get cash out, you don't get Zelle, send us star. We'll take it. If you don't send us star, then you really we'll call it now, a hitter. I'm just joking. Yeah, but continue to support SKTV. The best you can do for us, that's what you're doing every day, to share our show, share our platform. Because of you, now we have 432,000 followers. And also, if you are new on here, please always click the like. Not only liking the show, the particular show, but like the platform. So that way, that will also add to our likes number. And beyond that, if you want to be notified all the time, when you click follow, you can click it back and click the one that says see first. Some phone can say a different way, but I think mostly you can say see first. It means that whenever we are on, you will be one of the first people to see it. Thank you all. We love you. God bless you. God bless Liberia. Yes, again, before we leave, SKTV can now project that Joseph Boakai will be the next president of the Republic of Liberia. And congratulations to Joseph Boakai. Congratulations to the Liberian people. Congratulations to the Unity Party for putting up a very, very big fight. Good love you and good night.